Smoking gelato right now, you know what I'm talking about?
Xavier, Jordan.
$12 a blunt. I wanna be the richest nigga in the room. Got it out the mud, ain't hear no silver spoon. The really nigga in the room. Got it out the block, I came a long way from a goon. The richest nigga in the room. The really nigga in the room. My shit. The really nigga in the room. The richest nigga in the room. My nigga in the room before I knew where I was at. We were catching Noble, I was on the block chasing stacks. I was in the schoolhouse, had that scrap in my backpack. Teacher get on the nigga ass, fuck it, I'm skipping class. Ayy, back to the block, I'm back to the hood, it's back to that bacon, nigga. Back to the bacon. Now I ain't playing, I ride with the K, and it's all safety, nigga. The richest nigga in the room without a bank account. The realest nigga when I move, X everybody right. I ain't gotta shout, ain't gotta make no noise. I just made one phone call and hit on my boy. You know yo come through in that 2-seater. He got Vino with him, that boy got 2 hits. I just hit Lil Savage up, he blowing reefer. City got a new plug and he cheap. He Sosa just shot me a text, got what I wanted. Told him pull up, I got cash, don't do no front. I wanna be the richest nigga in the room. Got it out the mud, ain't hear no silver spoon. The really nigga in the room. Got it out the block, I came a long way from a goon. The richest nigga in the room. The really nigga in the room. My shit. The really nigga in the room. The richest nigga in the room. My move. The really nigga in the room and I ain't gotta lie. Nigga crawl a can, he gotta die. Put that on Mom Deuce, you know that I'm talking. Shout out to that Deuce, my little nigga bloody. Still in the mound with some folks, nigga. In my crib, niggas cut throats, nigga. You know what the bid, come and get a boat. I got gas, I got Reggie, I got blow. In the summertime, I'm still serving snow. DJ for the high, I don't do the low. Can with the move if it make a profit. That boy coming brown, so we call it block. State props, ABM, but the team's the rock. I'm like Shaq to these youngins, I still get the blocks. All these bitches jocking, whole team fly like choppers. And we came with choppers, these big legs just like whoppers. I wanna be the richest nigga in the room. Got it out the mud, ain't hear no silver spoon. The really nigga in the room. Got it out the block, I came a long way from a goon. The richest nigga in the room. The really nigga in the room. My shit. The really nigga in the room. The richest nigga in the room. My move.
Back in the day, I was getting it up. Now every day, nigga live it up. I ain't make shit off this rap shit. I'm in the trap with the lemon squeeze. Bitch, I came up off of selling peas. I know some niggas who copy keys. I know some niggas that were trapping, nigga. Now they locked up and they copping pleas. Bustin' jug while I'm in the street. These Gucci's on a nigga feet. If I'm broke, then I can't sleep. Run it up, bitch, I gotta eat. I know these niggas can't take me. Never nigga make me. Never let no bitch break me. Never let no nigga hate me.
Trippin', be trippin', see all of my niggas be trippin'. Serve your ass off the traffic, serve your ass without the plastic. Man, I got a house, a store, damn, my niggas been trappin'. Got a 9 to 5, nigga, what you call that shit, that's trappin'. Trappin', see all of my niggas been trappin'. Serve your ass off the traffic, serve your ass without the plastic. Damn, if you got a 9 to 5, what you call that shit, that's trappin'. Holla Lucimo, if you need Simo. Yeah, he'll make a nigga touch that just like he Debo. You niggas saving hoes a hero. We just stack money like Cheeto. Take a couple shots you niggas can't block. I just call that shit a fit though. Damn, I just kill a beat every damn time. Murder this shit, man, this shit is a crime. Snow this boy up, man, they call it a line. TOE, man, you know, mouth in my prime. Man, this beat, man, this shit murder. True to the game, you see murder. Jump up over the game like a hurdle. Push yours off in your back like a turtle. This shit is murder, we straight back to kill it. Hell yeah, every nigga that I'm grilling. Everybody that I'm with that I'm grilling. Every nigga get the cheese and they willing. You can catch me at the BP. Get your binoculars, see me. Hell yeah, hands up, it's a touchdown, little nigga, a TD. Bitch. Trappin', see all of my niggas be trappin'. Serve your ass off the traffic, serve your ass without the plastic. Man, I got a house, a store, damn, my niggas been trappin'. Got a 9 to 5, nigga, what you call that shit, that's trappin'. Trappin', see all of my niggas been trappin'. Serve your ass off the traffic, serve your ass without the plastic. Damn, if you got a 9 to 5, what you call that shit, that's trappin'. Nigga about the body off the beat, this shit need a casket. Damn.
Street nigga. Can't shit, nigga. I don't watch you on the block for real, nigga. Ducking them all the way back to Cash Street, nigga. Cash Street, the dope shit, nigga. Balls up like my motherfucking thumb, nigga. 2-3, nigga. What's breaking, nigga?
Hey, I started off rapping passenger. Call the ambulance, every single beat a massacre. Yeah, my bitch be running, had to make that dick adapt to her. All my homies feel like pictures, they trying to capture her. Load that glizzy like a workaholic, get busy. Yeah, I got shot like Shaquille O'Neal, he missed me. Merry-go-round, cause you hit it, you might get dizzy. All these motherfucking bars, you would think I'm rapping in prison. From Memphis to Watts, bitch, I'm pop, bring by ambition. Untouchable with revolvers, got the juice like I'm Bishop. Pack a nigga out like we helping them do some sit-ups. Got a homie like a Uber, I pay him, he threw them pickups. It's war, nigga. Grab that Draco and left to right. Starting to think my white boy racist, they killing niggas on sight. This the game, not a guy and little homie, so change your life. If your gun jam, make like a plumber and change the pipe. I love it. Gang shit, man. Check this shit out. Hey, late night after dog, me and YG Wolf on the mission. Broad day a dog, it don't matter, no competition. Joey J. Hen, that's some shooters, but they ain't in it. Crucial said it best, your bitch ain't the only one with extensions. No, I'm not a crip, but I'm cooking shit in the kitchen. Damn, they broke my hands at that bitch for testing my pimpin'. Bragging bitches left to right, Brian Nick be my witness. After I get through fucking that bitch, I'm in her mouth like a dentist. Free blood raw, I done turned this shit to a movement. These niggas acting, we load a couple clips, shoot a movie. These niggas pirates, gay as fuck, just want the booty. Make my family proud, sugar mama, penny intruded. What's up? Twist your finger, chop what she banging. My flag like an old lady titties, you know it's hanging. Birth off in the time, but these bullets will get the slanging. Know I'm trapping out these features, a year ago I was slanging. These bitches dogs too, but they never bite like a poodle. These niggas giving out information like they on Google. Treat them like a model, set them up then I shoot them. Gang shit, man. G200. Hey man, YGK, man. Don't bring your ass to Memphis, nigga. Gang.
Nigga don't watch it and watch. You don't think I'm all over this motherfucker on blood. Damn fools, nigga. Y'all talking that stupid ass shit, nigga. Pull up on my motherfucking block, nigga. Unloading them 30 rounds, bitch. Like my nigga Cruiser said, man. Your bitch ain't the only one with extensions, nigga. Nigga, I stay in your lane, little nigga. Gang bang shit ain't what y'all want, nigga. Toes. What's up, nigga? Fuck.
Purchase your tracks today.
You stop a nigga like me, nigga.
Nah.
You never be fly as me, nigga.
Nah.
I used to butt down a P, nigga.
Yeah.
Just to run up me some cheese, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga.
Hey.
I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm a priest to the streets, nigga.
For real.
Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga.
Hey.
Listen up, listen up, listen up.
Yeah.
Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck.
Yeah.
Flex on these bitches with no muscle.
Hey.
You know it blood on my Fendi buckle.
Hey, drips on my nigga, codeine in my liver. I'm smoking that fruit in my pedal like Skittles. Bonding you niggas won't pick up my drip. But then the bill like school dismissal. Just caught a bum, no missile. Niggas try to do me, I'm healer. You know I ain't lying, no symbol. Money with bitches that simple. Bowls in the kitchen, no dishes. All about bread like Jiffy. Clumsy with the weed, I'm tripping. Try got it for the low, let's get it.
Get in the guapo. Nigga, we passing like Rondo. OJ in that Bronco. We smoking gelato. Nigga, we smoking that game. The bitch with the ass. She ride like 6 Flames. We counting the cash. Nigga, I fuck them, you love them. My nigga, I'm a hustler. Get cake like a muffin. Hot in the oven. Ace money got brains. Nigga, we popping them tabs. Nigga, pull up in that chain. She in love with the swag. Thank God for the blessing. Blue sheets, salad dressing. Jugging finessing. Fucked her in second.
Don't shit stop a nigga like me, nigga. You never be fly as me, nigga. I used to butt down a P, nigga. Just to run up me some cheese, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know it blood on my Fendi buckle. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Hey, I look like I'm worth about $1 million. I'm loaded, my sweat through the ceiling. I got this shit off a drug dealer. Rest all on me like I came out the bank. We turned up, he just broke out of paint. Told my engineer don't turn me down. Toss it to blue, told him break it down. Back to back rolling up out of pound. Got some little gangster come out the mouth. Shoot around me when I'm out of town. Soon as I hit him, it got around. Fuck all these niggas who doubted us. Bitch, I went 4 years without a fuck. I do not give a fuck, no nigga killing us. I know you broke, you ain't feeling us.
My life expensive, I live it up. These niggas wishing I give it up. Still the same shit, I can't switch it up. These niggas bitches, they switching up.
Gucci the lure, I switch it up. Racks, packs, switch it up. Run it up, run it up. Your life ain't worth shit but $100. 4-0 don't pull up without it. No limit, we bout it. Strong, got it, clouded. Nigga, come through in the out it. Don't shit stop a nigga like me, nigga. You never be fly as me, nigga. I used to butt down a P, nigga. Just to run up me some cheese, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know it blood on my Fendi buckle. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. I look like I'm worth about $1 million. I'm loaded, my sweat through the ceiling. I got this shit off a drug dealer.
See, sometimes you gotta make decisions.
Which one you gonna do?
C-Mo the
Sometimes you
motherfucker
gotta
down.
make the good
You did.
and the bad. I be like, I
Fuck
might
what a nigga
do
say.
this.
Watch what he do.
I might do that.
Either he is or you ain't. Make your best move, your next move. You did. I might just do me a sec. I might just get this shit gone. I might just fuck on your bitch real quick and send it back home. I might just call up the plug. You know what, if it ain't about money, it ain't no love. I might just pull me a move. I just might mask up and told me a tune. I just might call up the plug. You know if it ain't about money, it ain't no love. I might just shot you a 10. I might just shot you a gram. I might just show you the plug to show you who I am. fucked her soon as I met her. That bitch is out of pocket, you gotta check her. I ain't trippin', I'm in the hood, got my Beretta. I'm on no block, you nigga flosser, don't know better. Hard head, that nigga won't do shit that you tell him. I can keep this shit going in one day, but them niggas gon' tell it. But I just might fuck on your bitch, send her home broke. I make it look easy, I'm so lucky shit. I just might call up the plug, he send me them drugs. He got it on took it, he showed me some love. I might just do me a sex, I might just get this shit gone. I might just fuck on your bitch real quick and send her back home. I might just call up the plug. You know what, if it ain't about money, it ain't no love. I might just pull me a move. I just might mask up and told me a truth. I just might call up the plug. You know if it ain't about money, it ain't no love. I just might win or lose. I just might told me a 2-2-3, keep me a 2. I just might pull up a cup. I just might blow on the gas. I just might pull up on your bitch and drop me some swag. I might just do me a sex. I might just get this shit gone. I might just fuck on your bitch real quick and send her back home. I might just call up the plug. You know it, if it ain't about money, it ain't no love. I might just pull me a move. I just might mask up and told me a 2. I just might call up the plug. You know if it ain't about money, it ain't no love.
Shout out to Walker Home. We getting that long money. I'm your man, DJ
Bankroll full of dead presidents. Hey, I get that check, it was evident. Name ring a bell like an ambulance. Pray for a lick, it was heaven sent. Finna go down like an avalanche.
Pulling the pin, fucking a friend. She sucking again, I'm ballin' like this. I'm talking about dunking, you niggas be bluffing. Swish. I fucked up for nothing, get hit like concussion. Follow my nigga, drizzle my nizzle. We smoking on Zittles, this shit be so simple.
Presidential rolling, presidential continental, and 2 freaking foreign bitches. Smoking that presidential Obama. I'm smoking straight out the cone with it. Purple and yellow, that Kobe. 20 shots on me, Ginobili. I'm Michael Jordan, you can't hold me. Don't make me air you like a slowly. Pockets don't on me, these dead man. Trying me and you a dead man. I got indicted for president. I think I'm a run for election year.
Presidents. Bankroll full of dead presidents. Hey, I get that check, it was evident. Name ring a bell like an ambulance. Pray for a lick, it was heaven sent. Finna go down like an avalanche. President. All I smoke is president. Yeah, my campaign is election time. Best thing going, yeah, I'm next in line. Key 2 phone, need the extra line. Been through the struggle, it's time to shine. Roll up the weed and I light it. Spark up the dope and ignite it. This shit cost me Leonidas. Blowing it strong like a titan. My pill got a V that's a Viking. Mr. Purr with the yellow, a Viking. Presidential rolling no brightly. Cinnamon roll, they been ice. Knock off your top like your Kennedy. They're so wanted to enemies. Ready for war like I'm George Bush. You niggas joke like you Donald Trump. Cause that red hair like Big Donna hair. I keep a pet, need Obamacare. I'm dropping born like Osama there. I don't give a fuck if your mama there. Just call me Trey Baby. They label me underrated. Beans got me rolling, I'm skating. Go in first, take no debate. Skid town with your hoe, now you bailiff. Like Steven, I keep me A Smith. You can get on with the fake shit. Whipping that dope like some cake mix. Presidents. Bankroll full of dead presidents. Hey, I get that check, it was evident. Name ring a bell like an ambulance. Pray for a lick, it was heaven sent. Finna go down like an avalanche. President. All I smoke is president. Yeah, my campaign is election time. Best thing going, yeah, I'm next in line. Key 2 phone, need the extra line. Been through the struggle, it's time to shine. Presidents.
Bankroll full of dead presidents. Hey, I get that check, it was evident. Name ring a bell like an ambulance. Pray for a lick, it was heaven sent. Finna go down like an avalanche. Presidential. All I smoke is presidential. Yeah, my campaign is election time. Best thing going, yeah, I'm next in line. Keys too phone, need the extra line. Been through the struggle, it's time to shine.
I used to buy a gun, now I got two. Had to change location, feel hit the spot. Got me a new plug and it still get drunk. Get the gas from the best crop. Bitch got the biggest ass and the best top. Drop 10 on the drop top. Did 110 when I left the lot.
I want that drip in that marinara, and 50 on me like a Zebo. Try to put it so good, but don't want no fucking, don't come with the D though. Got rid of my old plug, hopped on the plane, we got me another one. Night about full of ones, overflooded, gotta go get me another one. Relocate the spot, the night getting hot, and I know them bitches coming in. About the dividends in the Benjamin, nigga might have to go kill a friend. Panamera on the Roy Royce, drop top on the Wraith. 150K, I need a higher place, I had to pay at the same. I used to buy a gun, now I got 2 Glocks. Trapped at mama house, now I got 2 spots. All this ice on, I need a flu shot. But don't reach, cause they probably get your crew shot. Yeah.
I used to stash the ones in the shoebox. I used to buy a gun, now I got 2 Glocks. Had to change location, feel hit the spot. Got me a new plug and it still get drunk. Get the gas from the best crops. Bitch got the biggest ass and the best top. Drop 10 on the drop top. Did 110 when I left the lot. I dropped 10 on that roller watch. Then I blew 10 when I left the spot. I made 10 at another spot. We dropped 10 at your beach spot. I got 30 at your whole house. I got bowls at your mama house. On the low, I stashed that 40 in the fender, nigga. Out of state to state in different runners, nigga. In the mouth like a dentist. And I ain't saying shit like a witness, He ain't get the picture. Milk carton ain't missing. You know, I used to stash the ones in the shoebox. I used to buy a gun, now I got 2 Glocks. Had to change location, feel hit the spot. Got me a new plug and it still get drunk. Get the gas from the best crops. Bitch got the biggest ass and the best top. Drop 10 on the drop top. Did 110 when I left the lot.
You are now
all the way down with you, man. You understand me, you know what I'm saying? Never going broke, man, you know what I'm saying? We gon' hustle all the way to the tippy motherfucking top. You did.
Got me. Hustle, don't stop, take it time. Probably come up to the top. I'ma hustle to the top. Watch me hustle to the top. I just made a play. Damn, it was all good yesterday. Woke up and smoke a blunt and take a piss. Chicken and sack, moving the pack, taking no breaks. Hey, my nigga, we holding the pills, we out in the gigs. 12 game with the bunk shots, gon' hit you, game miss. Damn, fucked up and you gone. Somewhere on the shirt, laying in the hearse. Fuck is you saying? The fuck is you doing? The fuck is you saying? Fuck is you doing? I'ma hustle hard to the top. Young nigga go get it. Camping all around the Memphis. My nigga gon' get it. Plug got the cheapy tip. It's hot, it's ready, come get it. Don't stop, hey. Come get it. Probably come up to the top. I'ma hustle to the top, top. Way to the top. Watch me hustle to the top. Hustle, don't stop. Hey, grind, don't stop. Watch me come up to the top. All the way to the top. I'ma hustle to the top, top. Watch me hustle to the top. All the way to the top. From the block to the top. Get the money, fuck the cops. Pull up in them drops. Nigga bout the block. Fucking with Simo. Money like the Tino. Nigga got Cinos. Like Dan Marino. Catch me in Miami. Nigga chillin' at the Grammys. Said I do this for my family. Nigga ballin' like Kimmy. Gotta get off your ass and go get it. Hustle to the top, the whole team with it. Hey. Gotta hustle to the top. All the way. You gotta hustle to the top. Go get it. Hustle, don't stop. Hey, don't stop.
Go get it, man. No excuses, man. You know what I'm saying? We on the
I'ma hustle to the top.
One time, man. You know what I'm saying? One time to do this shit, man.
Hustle to the top. Hustle, don't stop. Hey.
All the way to the top.
Watch me come up to the top. Come up to the top. I'ma hustle to the top. I'ma hustle, don't stop. Watch me hustle to the top. All the way to the top.
Gotta, run and go get it. Get off of your ass and go get it. Time waiting on nobody. Get off of your ass and go get it. No excuses. All the way to the top. Free the gas, man.
Rum dummy.
Good thing come to those who wait. Without running non-stop. Ran out of pace.
Pounds.
Bust the tide, and ran up out of pace. Few steps ahead, fuck all that send back weight. Seems so good that you can almost taste it. Ain't no fairy tale, life is just a dream that I'm chasing. Hey, I done ran up out of pace. Few steps ahead, fuck all that send back weight. Seems so good that you can almost taste it. Ain't no fairy tale, life is just a dream that I'm chasing. Hey.
Steady sippin' the nigga, we smell like perfume. Wait, then I burn you. They said patience a virtue. Nigga jugging for nothing. Thank God for the blessings. Fuck your bitch in like seconds. Nigga, we sellin' our records.
Remember that day they used to frown. Now I turn head when I hit the scene, everybody turn around. Used to live in the past, but I'm chasing my dream. Like my dream king, if you really know what I mean.
I done ran out of patience. Niggas waiting on my downfall, but I'm about to let you down, dawg. That stay on the ground like a groundhog. On some motherfucking ocean might drown, y'all. Even when the must ain't go down, y'all. Don't get creased by the heat when we iron, y'all.
Bust the tide, then ran up out of pace. Few steps ahead, fuck all that send back waiting. Seems so good that you can almost taste it. Ain't no fairy tale, life is just a dream that I'm chasing. Hey, I done ran up out of pace. Few steps ahead, fuck all that send back waiting. Seems so good that you can almost taste it. Ain't no fairy tale, life is just a dream that I'm chasing. Hey, I'm 3 steps ahead, I got a pen in the bag. Hit the button and take a drag. You just living in the past. Hey,
young nigga got on my ass. We gon' go get to the cash. Young nigga ballin' like Nash. And it profit to go in the stage.
I'm screaming double for this armor. Hustle tide. I put that on my mama. And I done ran out of faces. You just sit back that way. I ain't shit. Go come to you. So you gotta go out and take it. Hey.
Man, I swear to see cash in the making. Baller told me take it to the basics. Got a gun full of paint on my face.
mud like a pipe.
It ain't no fairy tale shit, it's just a dream that I'm chasing. Had to open my eyes. In real life, I had to take it.
Hustle time, and ran up out of paces. Few steps ahead, fuck all that send back waiting. Seems so good that you can almost taste it. Ain't no fairy tale, life is just a dream that I'm chasing. Hey, I done ran up out of paces. Few steps ahead, fuck all that send back waiting. Never seems so good that you can almost taste it. Ain't no fairy tale, life is just a dream that I'm chasing. Hey man, say man, you understand me, real man, you know what I'm saying? Chasing my motherfucking dream, man, you know what I'm saying? Planning my work and working my motherfucking plan, man. You did. Shit. I ran up out of paces. Tired. I done ran up out of paces. I done ran up out of paces, out of paces.
Like cocktail, you know what I'm talking about? Breeze work. Pop it perk.
I'm whipping the work. Whipping the work. I'm popping the perk. Whipping the work. Sipping the perk. Nigga, whipping the work. I'm whipping the work. Popping the perky. Whipping the work. Whipping the working. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it working, whipping it working. Whipping it work, popping the perk.
Change all I can, I behave. I whip the work like a slave. Bitch got my big man like a fade. Call up base money, get paid. We still want 200 for J's. All these ain't come out the store. And I just pop me a perk. I'm about to flex on the hoe. We put gelato on boats. We put gelato on planes. We put gelato in cars. We smoke this shit to the brain. I pop a perk, then I elevate. Get a new bitch on the elevator. We hit the road, dropping hella states. She drop it out, give me hella cake.
Ace money to shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work. Whipping the work. I'm popping the perk. Whipping the work. Sipping the perk. Whipping the work. I'm whipping the work. Popping the perky. Whipping it work. Whipping the working. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it working. Whipping it working. Whipping it work. Popping the perk. The money and power. I'm serving the powder. I'm smoking that sour. She sucked for an hour. My niggas got Zans. Ace money got bands. She popping them Zans. She fucking for cash. Whipping it whipping. Whipping it working. I'm popping it perky. Nigga the purple. I'm fucking with Bono. Smoking gelato. Call me a cello. Rap like the lotto. I'm whipping the work. Whipping the work. I'm popping the perk. Whipping the work. Sipping the perk. Nigga, whipping the work. I'm whipping the work. Popping the perky. Whipping the work. Whipping the working. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it working. Whipping it working. Whipping it work. Popping the perk. Young nigga love to be perk. Just pop me another perk. Young nigga shoot just like dirt. My bitches, she love to twerk. I got bitches on bitches. I got the racks out like tennis. I'm in her mouth like a dentist. he whip like a chemist. H money the shit, nigga. Blue money, no crip, nigga. Just fucked on your bitch, nigga. Ballin' like Swish, nigga. I pull up in a foreign. I got his like George Foreman. Young nigga ballin' like Jordan. Got your bitch and we touring. I just fucked on your queen. She so fresh and so clean. I do this shit for my team. I got the juice like Raheem. I'm in the trap with the Uzi. They say my life like a movie. My bitch, she bad and she bougie. I got her wet like jacuzzi.
I got the juice like Raheem. 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 Strap on my hip like I'm Bishop. Hit him like steel with the pistol. Pivot he hold like I'm Bishop. She's up the dick to the gristle. I got the juice like Raheem. 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 Strap on my hip like I'm Bishop. Hit him like steel with the pistol. Pivot he hold like I'm Bishop. She's up the dick to the gristle. 3D got juices for sale like the candy lady. No cope when I'm dope like an 80s baby. I'm ready to death dressed in the latest. R&B Banco, I'm changing faces. Cause I got the juice. Cushion hard, might knock up the tooth. Team full of kings, yeah, we them a loose. In the VIP, get the fuck out my booth. Bitch, I goon like Bishop. Put a hole in your head, go straight to your tissue. Wipe it down, fuck some tissue. You can get the whole magazine if it's an issue. Yeah, I got the juice like I'm cute. I'm at the top, they won't throw me off the roof. All bar, no bite, bullets bite like root. Yeah, I'm about to bend it like a tiny suit. 3 hoes. I got the juice like Raheem. 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 Strap on my hip like I'm Bishop. Hit him like steel with the pistol. Pivot he hold like I'm Bishop. She's up the dick to the gristle. I got the juice like Raheem. 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 Strap on my hip like I'm Bishop. Hit him like steel with the pistol. Pivot he hold like I'm Bishop. She's up the dick to the gristle.
Free my nigga, see my. Free my nigga, see my. Stack it like casino. Rap it like burritos. Take your bitch, nigga, Rebo. Money and cash, I'm serving the gas. Number one pick, my nigga the draft. My nigga for real, he trap out the stove. Free my nigga, a little cigar. My nigga for real, he never goes down. H money, his nigga, get out of the jail. My nigga for real, we smoking gelato, I know you can smell. Free my nigga, Simo. 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 Stack it like casinos. Rap it like burritos. Take your bitch, nigga, Rebo. Free my nigga, Simo. Stack it like casinos. Rap it like burritos. Take your bitch, nigga, Rebo.
Me and you is family, I'm not gonna let that shit slide, B. If I hear something going on, I'ma handle it, B. Cause niggas not gonna disrespect me, my niggas feel the same way, B. And that's what's gonna fucking happen to anybody who disrespects you, B. I love you, B. Anything, B. Let me know, man.
Money and cash, my nigga the cash. Fucking with Paulo, my nigga the last. The number one pick, my nigga the trash. Lil Simo get it, my nigga the track. My nigga for real, he never goes down. H money, his nigga, get out of the jail. My nigga for real, we smoking gelato, I know you can smell. Free my nigga, Simo. 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 Stack it like casinos. Rap it like burritos. Take your bitch, nigga, Rebo. Free my nigga, Simo.
Crank. Shawty make it work, make that pussy squirt, she say I'm a jerk, hot boy like Young Turk, Shawty make it work, make that pussy squirt, she say I'm a jerk, hot boy like Young Turk, Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it, Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it, Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it, Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it, pull up on a bitch, I'm so motherfucking cocky. I'm on the new wave cap, got these bitches jocking. Off that pussy like some rocks, smoking purple hair, then it's robbing. Getting head in the lobby. I'm big ball like chemo sabe. Shawty don't fuck with no squares. She throw that ass in a circle. She got her ass on the back. Come out that shell like a turtle. Hit from the back, now she hurt. Hit from the back, now she squirt. She throw it back, now I'm hurt. She throw it back, ooh, it's perfect. Shawty make it work, make that pussy squirt, she say I'm a jerk, hot boy like Young Turk, Shawty make it work, make that pussy squirt, she say I'm a jerk, hot boy like Young Turk, Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it, Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it, Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it, Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it.
She back it up, back it up. I take it up, take it up. She suck it like drag it up. My dick is spectacular.
My whip ain't superior. I'm talking whip like it's miracle. My bitch bad like she miracle. She said my dick ain't what's spiritual.
Super head, Lois Lane. Ballin' like Notre Dame. Hot boy Lil Wayne. Yo, bitch gon' go insane.
Dog ass nigga keep a bad bitch. This bitch cornbread cabbage. My dog hit a dunk up the alley. Slammed up, I'ma see that shit.
Yo, bitch on my schedule. She eat it like edible. We smoking on medical. She licked on my testicle.
Peekaboo, let me see it. Got it on like Reeves. Don't want no head, Beavis. Got that 5 count like Shawty make it work. Make that pussy squirt. She say I'm a jerk. Hot boy like Young Turk. Shawty make it work. Make that pussy squirt. She say I'm a jerk. Hot boy like Young Turk. Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it. Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it. Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it. Shawty bend that pussy over, let me see it, let me see it.
I go hard, hustle on the boulevard. Watching out for narcs in the water like a shark. My bitch head on point, I think she some kin of bar. Keep that Maggie on me, smoke blue hairs like on Marge. They treat me like a star, I get so high, bitch, I'm on Mars. Breaking down the swisher, got gelato in my gun. Got rank in my hood, they salute me like I'm Sarge. Nigga for that cheese, tossing bullets like Favre. I don't fuck these fuck niggas. Pull up like what, nigga? I ain't that on duck, nigga. My flow cold, get a puck, nigga. Man, these sticks hitting, got me moving slow motion. I'm on the new way, get the fuck out the ocean.
I used to be hurt. I used to be hurt. I used to be hurt. I used to be down bad. I used to be hurt. I used to be hurt. I used to be hurt. I used to be down bad. Now I got the band. 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 Now I got the band.
Used to be hurt like a sprained wrist. Bitch, I broke down like a motor. I told the team we getting rich. They don't need money to motor. I got the juice in the hood. They treat your boy like Raheem. Check out the starting five. Bitch, this I'm Jordan, this the dream team. They call them Larry Jules. I make this surge, he shoot the 3. I drop the package on him. Bag to bag like this repeat. Bitch, I'm a savage on him. Finesse them and break them, cause that's how we eat. I used to be hurting and on my feet. You close them curtains and break out them peas. Coat full of ice, but this is not tea. Come get you some white, I'm serving them tea. I saw some rats in the backpack. Then I shirt off out the driveway. The rats ain't been low in a minute. They say I'm living the highway. Just put a new on the highway.
I shot a movie in 5 days. I used to be hurt. I used to be hurt. I used to be hurt. I used to be down bad. I used to be hurt. I used to be hurt. I used to be hurt.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? What's up with it? My boy Drell, Young Drelly. What up? What up?
What's good, H? What's good? It's fight day, H.
Ooh.
It's fight day, H.
We in this bitch. We in here.
Hey, we live. Smash that like button. Show some love, support. Hey, it's play-by-play day. Hey, H Money coming to you live. We gonna be live tonight. We ain't running from no smoke. Y'all asked was I gonna be here. I put it on my mom. I was gonna be here. I ain't running from no smoke. From the morning to the end of the fight, I'm gonna be here. Hey, Terence Crawford all day. H, Terence Crawford all day, H. You heard my pick, H.
Bud, Terence Crawford. You got Crawford getting the victory, being victorious tonight.
Yes, I got Crawford being victorious tonight, raising his hands after the 10th round from an uppercut that Spence cannot sustain, and he will go down in the 10th round tonight.
Damn. Hey, so this is a legacy fight, man. We got two undefeated champions, two Americans, African American fighters fighting for legacy, for the undisputed welterweight championship of the fucking world. So much on the line. The winner of this fight will be the number one pound for pound, the best fighter in the fucking world. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, this is big. This is big for the sport. This is big for boxing.
$100 million fight with $100 million fighters in the ring. This is what we pay to see. Elite fighters in their primes, at their highest level. Again, we will get to the Devin Haney and Regis Pro Ray. I heard they did announce a date of October the 28th, but we'll get to that later. Right now, it's Terence Bud Crawford Day, and we going to scream that until he's raising his hands, till the referee raises his hands tonight. Terence Crawford all day, H.
But what about Errol Spence? You got a lot of people saying it's Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this might be a 50-50 fight, though, Drill. Keeping it real with you. I think this fight, it could go either way. You know what I mean? I'm thinking we looking at a possible trilogy, of these guys right here. I could see one guy winning one fight, the other guy taking the second fight, and we might have a third fight. You never know what can happen in the sport of boxing. We know that Muhammad Ali, he fought Joe Frazier 3 times. We know that Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield, they fought each other 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, they fought each other 3 times. What about Spence and Crawford, man? You know what I mean? Do you see this being possibly more than one fight, or do you think Crawford beat him so bad in this one, Spence don't want no more smoke? What you think?
When you cooking like that, you cooking at Benihana. So everything that you said is 100% facts. And I don't take anything away from Errol Spence. And that's why I started off by saying there are 2 elite fighters in their prime, giving Errol Spence his credit. Errol Spence has came a long way and done a lot for the sport of boxing, has generated and brought in a lot of revenue for the sport of boxing. So you have to give Errol Spence his flowers. My personal opinion, again, everything is opinionated, and that's why I don't run from any smoke. You understand that?
Yeah, that's what I like about you, bro. That's what I appreciate about you.
Yeah, I'm going with Errol Spence. That's my own personal opinion. But that's not to take away from Errol Spence and his abilities. That's not to take away from Errol Spence's accomplishments. That's not to say Errol Spence is not already written in the Hall of Fame. Errol Spence has brought Dallas, Texas to the map just as big as the Dallas Cowboys, fighting at their stadium, bringing 40 to 45,000 people out. And I believe Canelo did a number of 65,000. And he's a $200 million man a year. So if that's the case, Errol Spence is not doing bad for himself or for his family. I respect him. I respect his team. I have a high respect for his trainer and his training partners that are around him and supporting him. Shout out to Yellow Beezy. I'm an artist myself. There's no shade to none of them. I just got Terence Crawford in this fight, and if they fight again, I would love to see the second and the third fight. To answer your question, H Money.
Okay, absolutely, man. You cooking right now, man. I gotta tell you like this. Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world, pound for pound, number one on my pound for pound list. I believe Terence Crawford is a great advocate for the sport. The way Terence Crawford is dedicated to boxing, the way Terence Crawford never cheated the sport. Terence Crawford is a good role model for the young fighters like a Shakur Stevenson, like the guys like Devin Haney's, the guys like Tank Davis. You know what I mean? I feel like Terence Crawford represent the sport the right way. Like the great fighters of the past before him, the way they did. Guys like Floyd Mayweather, he didn't smoke and drink. I don't see Terence Crawford cheating the sport. Terence Crawford is a good example of what you can accomplish with hard work and dedication in this great sport of boxing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take nothing away from Errol Spence. Ain't nobody perfect in this world, bro. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Everybody make mistakes. And Errol Spence, he made his mistakes. We all know that. But Errol Spence, he overcame. He overcame that. He undefeated. Yeah, he undefeated inside the ring. But Errol Spence Jr., he took losses outside the ring, dealing with that car accident, bro, where he almost lost his life. He overcame a serious car accident, bro. That brother was put in ICU. He was fighting for his life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he overcame that. And not too many people can do that, bro. Come back from a car accident like that and become a champion and not even lose a step.
You cooking like Roof Chris. You cooking like Roof Chris right now. And I'm going to say the same thing about Terence Crawford. I don't care if the bullet went through. I don't care if the bullet stayed in. They say the bullet ricocheted off of his face. And that's still a hurdle that you have to overcome. So I give both of them their credits on overcoming of their tragedies that has happened in their life, Brody. And I also want to add in on both of their sides that they are at an age in their life where they have enough money where they can sit back and retire and just invest their money right. But no, they're giving the fans what the fans want to see in their primes at an elite level. So that's why I say I'm not taking anything away from either opponent. I want to see great action, a great fight from two elite level opponents. And I know I will see that tonight. I know I'm getting my money's worth tonight, H Money.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great undercard, you know, featuring Isaac Cruz, Pitbull as the co-main event. He working on a rematch with Tank Davis. He trying to get him that rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis, who is the new face of boxing. I would love to see a rematch of Pitbull Cruz and Gervonta Tank Davis. Also, future Hall of Famer Nonito Donaire fighting for another world title, adding on to his Hall of Fame legacy. This could possibly be his last fight. You know what I mean? And he trying to go out on top as a champion, just like Ray Lewis, Michael Strahan, John L.
Did we lose you, H? Did I lose you?
You can hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Where did I stop at? Where did
you
I
stopped at Michael Strahan. You was naming out the people that went out on top.
Yeah, people that went out as a champion, went out on top. Guys like Michael Strahan, Ray Lewis, John Elway, and Peyton Manning. They went out as champions on top of the game, and I'm looking forward to Nonito Donaire doing this same thing because he has nothing else to prove. You fight for this world title. He's in his 40s. I think, you know, this is a great way to end his career. What's good, Najee? Cigar Talk in the building. What's up with it?
My boy H, what's up, B? What's good, man? Merry fight day, nigga.
We ready. Man, I'm ready for this one, bro.
Man, I can't wait, dog. I can't wait. I would have been in Vegas. I had some shit I had to take care of this weekend, man. But I cannot wait, dog.
Yeah, for sure, Najee, man. Keep doing your thing, man. You got one of the best channels. You got some great interviews, man. The interview you did with 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? That was big time, bro. You working with shit, the top artists, guys like Moneybagg Yo. You been interviewing Finesse 2 times and shit. And then with the boxing shit, yo, interviews with Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis, and Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? Good shit, man. And I appreciate having you on the show for real.
Nah, I appreciate the love, bro, for real, man. You know, I got some more shit coming up. And you know, I love you. I love your show and support your platform, bro. Like, this is dope where real fight fans can talk some shit, man. I love it.
Absolutely. So what's up with this fight, man? Errol Spence and Crawford. Who you got in this one?
Man, I gotta give it to Bud, man. I just think when I analyze both of their fights, you know what I'm saying, all the way from when I look at Spence versus Brook, you know what I mean? I seen a lot of, you know, he had a little trouble with them counter shots from the first 8 rounds, really. You know what I mean? It wasn't until, you know, I think Brook got hit with a headbutt in the eye that really caused the you know, his eye to start swelling up. But I see a lot of ways that it felt like, you know, things that Brook was doing that Crawford's really good at, that gave Spence a little bit of trouble. I just think Spence's movement with his feet is going to keep Errol, you know, from being able to really set up his shots the right way, keep him on the outside. It's going to be definitely times where he's going to have to fight inside because of the pressure. But I just think Crawford's counter shots, his movement, his strength, I just can't really see him losing, bro. And Bud might even stop him, to be honest. I could see that happening.
Dang. Me personally, I don't see that happening in this fight because I feel like Errol Spence got a great chin. He got a solid defense. He always keep his hands up. He does get hit at times, but we've seen that even if he does get hurt in fights, he does recover. He has a good recovery. He showed that in his fight with Ugas. Like, well, we ain't never seen Errol Spence down. I don't see nobody getting stopped in this fight.
That's a good point. That's a good point, H. The only reason I say that is just because, man, Crawford's a killer, bro. When he smell you hurt, the pressure he turns on is different. He go into that gear. Like, to be honest, one of my favorite Crawford moments was when the nigga was in the Sean Porter. And like, I don't know if he was talking to Tim Bradley or whoever he was talking to ringside, and then they was like, yo, you down. And he was like, what? I'm down. And then he went out the next round and just put him out. It's like he got this extra gear that he could tap into when it's crunch time.
I got you. So what you said his fight with Kell Brook, you seen some things that Crawford can do. What about Errol Spence, his fight with Sean Porter? What you thought about that fight? Did you see something in that fight that you feel like Crawford can capitalize on?
Maybe a little bit, but the styles are so much different to me that I didn't take too much from that fight in terms of this one, just because, you know, Porter gonna come in there with that pressure right back at you. You know what I mean? Porter liked to fight inside just like Spence. I mean, I think, you know, Bud can fight inside. We've seen him do it multiple times, but I think Errol's better at that range. So I think it's a little different, but I definitely think Porter got him with a couple of – Spence, to me, sometimes is vulnerable in between shots. I think he lunges with the jab, especially when he's stabbing to the body. I see him lunge a lot, and I've seen Crawford make people pay. But what makes I'm just counting Spence all the way out because we've seen Bud hurt by lesser punchers. So that's what makes this interesting to me.
Exactly. We seen Bud, you know, get hurt by Gamboa. We seen Mean Machine land big shots on Bud. We seen even Hank Lundy in round number 1 catch Bud with some big shots. You know, yep. Sean Porter had success against Bud Crawford in that fight before he got stopped.
Hey, Najee, you mind if I ask you a question real quick, brother?
Nah, absolutely, brother.
Hey, and again, I don't do this a lot, but for you, Najee, I want you to give me your play-by-play and up until the knockdown real quick. From round 1 until you say the knockdown, I want you to give me your play-by-play if you can, my brother.
Yeah, for real. So I kind of think, and this is just traditional, way that Bud starts. Bud is a slow starter. We all know that, but we know Spence is gonna come with that pressure for round one. So I could kind of see Spence outworking him the first few rounds because I feel like before I see Bud really setting up his counter shots, it takes him a couple rounds to really get the distance, to really get his timing. I think we saw that even in the Avenetian fight. It took him like 3-4 rounds to really start getting his timing. So I'm gonna say like the first 2 rounds, I feel like Spence gonna win the first 2 rounds, coming out strong, trying to work the body early. You know what I mean? Using a jab, of course. So and Spence is more of a volume puncher than Crawford. So I would say the first 2 rounds I could see going to Spence. Between 3 to 4, I see Crawford, but I think between 3 to 4 is when it's gonna get interesting. Somebody gonna land a big shot. You know what I mean? I'm not sure who, but I feel like between 3 to 4 is gonna get interesting. We're gonna see like a 3 to 4 to 5. We're gonna see a big shot landed. But I'm a favor Crawford in the middle rounds. You know what I mean? And then once we start getting the 6, 7, 8, I feel like it's gonna be real competitive. But I feel like Bud's gonna really start to separate himself and throw in between shots. Cause I think Spence sometimes he has these lackadaisical moments to me, and I ain't just talking about the Uga shit with the mouthpiece and all that. But I feel like sometimes he have these lapses a little bit mentally sometimes, and I think Bud gonna make him pay between throwing in between shots. So I can see those middle rounds going to Bud, and then I think Bud gonna close them out around like maybe I could see like around like a 10-11, like a 10-11.
Yo.
Hey Najee, hey, I love everything that you just expressed and how you expressed it. Hey, I'm behind that, and I even got him getting knocked out in the 10th round, or the fight getting stopped in the 10th round, I should say. And that's again nothing to take away from Errol Spence. I feel like he's a great fighter, and I just feel like Terence Crawford is a better fighter, and I understand everything that you're saying. My play-by-play to give you that first round, I feel like Terence Crawford don't start off slow. I feel like he start off on the ball, on his toes. I feel like he's not flat-footed. He's moving around. He's going to use his jab, and he's going to take away and handicap Errol Spence from his jab. And that's going to win him the first 3 rounds. Moving on to the 4th round, I got Errol Spence winning 4, 5, and 6. Those are the only 3 rounds I give him. And then moving on to the 7th round, I got Terence Crawford moving his feet, making Errol Spence go back side to side, tiring him out. That's going to wear him out the 7th, 8th, 9th round. 10th round, he's going to find the vulnerability. He's going to find the opening. He's going to land that big uppercut, like I explained earlier in the show, with the left hand in a southpaw stance, and it's going to be lights out Errol Spence, Terence Crawford with his hands raised in the first fight. That's how I have it.
Yo, can I jump in and get a little perspective on this boy?
Absolutely.
Yo, this Papa Smurf, man. But look, let me hit y'all with this. This is what I say. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I see when I look at the fight. So don't go at it like specifically, but this kind of feel where I'm coming from. I see this fight being like Canelo.
Listen, everybody gonna hear you all the way out. Give your play-by-play from round 1 to where you see it stop. If it goes all the way through, give your whole play out, and we listening.
Look, I'm gonna back off the play-by-play. I'm gonna let y'all. I just see this being like Canelo versus Triple G, right? I feel like Spence fight just like Triple G. He fights very hard, great jab, not flashy, not no one-punch knockout power, right? And then I look at Spence more like Canelo, a dude that could do a bunch of different shit. That's why in that second fight, I knew Canelo was gonna win because Canelo could do more shit to win the fight. The only thing Triple G could do is fight harder. And I think that's what's gonna happen with Errol Spence. The only thing he gonna get put in positions where if that pressure shit ain't working, he gonna get fried. I'm predicting the knockout, and I'm saying about 8th round. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I think he gonna keep turning up. He gonna get caught, and if he get caught, Crawford gonna jump on that motherfucker. He
Oh,
gonna
you
jump
right
on him just
about
like
that.
Mario used to be on them turtles. He gonna
I
jump
like
right on
that
that motherfucker.
perspective.
And then let me hear one more thing with y'all fellas too, because I keep hearing people say he got hurt by Gamboa. Let's not forget, Terrence was a smaller guy when he fought Gamboa as well. And Gamboa was a hard-hitting motherfucker. He used to knock a bunch of motherfuckers out when he first came out until he realized he couldn't keep his head up whenever he get into crazy exchanges. And then if you look at Gamboa record, Gamboa, like, record from the beginning to the end, he was fighting motherfuckers 20-0, 21-0. So let's not forget that motherfucker Gamboa could hit hard back then, especially when he was in his prime, and both of them guys were smaller. I'm gonna
That's
pass it
true.
off.
That is true. That is true. But my only thing is, I just think with Spence, you know, I mean, he definitely, I think he hits harder than Gamboa, even though, like you said, I agree. Bud was a smaller guy at that time. But my only thing, usually when we see Bud get hit, it's because he, you know, Bud get into the moments where he a dog, like where he just want to be a dog and he forget about boxing. He just trying to beat your ass. Bud does that. And if he do that in this fight, I don't know how well that's going to work out for him. I think, you know, this is his biggest moment as a fighter. So I feel like he should be, you know, kind of moving smarter. But the times I see him get hit is really because he's sitting there trying to exchange on some I'm trying to fuck you up shit rather than using his skills.
That's
Fact.
true.
Hey, 1000% facts. And I want to say he has to stay poised, just like you were saying, Najee. He has to stay poised throughout 1 through 12 if it lasts that long. He has to stay smart. He has to use his IQ. And like I was explaining to the good brother Bow, which I have nothing but love and respect for, which I was explaining to him about Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur Stevenson learns that IQ from Terence Crawford. He learns his smarts and how to be poised from Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is giving this energy off to other fighters. So he has to lead by example tonight. So, Najee, I want to just agree with you. And I want to say, other brother, Papa Smurf, I believe that's your name. I love your perspective as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
can't wait
I
for this
love your
shit, fellas.
perspective too, man. I love both of y'all perspectives on that, for sure.
Hey, I gotta tell you, I'm at 12 o'clock. I'm in Detroit. I'm about to hop on a plane. I'm going to Vegas, man. I couldn't get tickets to the fight, but I got it to the closed circuit at the MGM Grand. So I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna put some money on this fight. Hopefully, I make it big, but we'll see how it go.
All right, man.
Don't put the house on it though, bro. EJ ain't no joke though, bro.
That's true.
EJ
Oh,
coming to win though, bro.
you're right, H. But the other
I
thing
don't
too
want
is
you to
this.
get upset, bro.
The other thing too is this. We seen, you know how judges score fights a lot in Vegas, especially. You know, the guy that's pushing forward with volume tends to get an advantage if it's not a clear round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but the good thing about Crawford, he not trying to really beat you on no score. He trying to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's how I keep looking at it. He ain't really trying to go out there and do just enough to get to the thing. He gonna really try to put a hurting on Earl.
no, for sure, I agree. But I'm saying is, if we get a couple close rounds, I could see EJ winning them swing rounds just because he's throwing more volume.
Yep.
And you know, more volume and coming forward, and that's what I feel like. I see the judges really score that a lot as, you know, those swing
Hey,
rounds.
well, let me hit you this, bro. A lot of times people stop. Like a lot of people came in Floyd like that, throwing a bunch of punches. When they got Floyd, they were standing there because every time they threw a punch, they kept getting hit. That'll slow that down the activity. People forget that shit now.
Hey,
Yeah,
and I
you're
know,
right about that.
Papa Smurf tried to compare this fight to Canelo and Triple G. I compare this fight more to Pacquiao and Marquez. That's who I compare this fight to, Pacquiao and Marquez. And the reason I say that is if Terence Crawford comes out and throw the volume of punches that Manny Pacquiao throws, then there's no way Errol Spence work power, and he will not have the same work energy. I feel like personally, if Terence Crawford come out there and throw more punches because he is the lighter opponent, then Errol Spence will be thrown off his game, and then he will start moving side to side, throwing Errol Spence off of his pressure fighting game, and he will land a big shot, making Errol Spence very vulnerable. That's my personal opinion. Again, that's not facts. That's my personal opinion.
I'm not mad at that. The other thing we got to consider too, I forgot to say, is we all know how boxing is. The bigger money fighter generally tends to get advantages on the cards. And right now, we talking about who potentially could make the most money for the promoter. That's Errol Spence.
Well, with both of them calling out the sanctioning bodies, I don't feel like the sanctioning bodies really behind either one of them right now, and that's going to cause a lot of tension. Again, the sanctioning bodies are mad about being called out, and they need to be called out. They need to continue to be called out because this is the only big fight that they have made in 40 years, and you think that's acceptable? You want me to accept that? You know how much money I have given you? You know how much money I have given you? And you still got people out here living in poverty? Man, they can miss me with that shit, brother.
Yeah, I feel you, brother. But I'm just saying, this is what I've seen in boxing. The nigga that stands the chance to make the most money, a lot of times have the advantage on the cards. And I'm saying, y'all know very well, especially Canelo got that 3-fight deal over there. Spence versus Canelo, especially if he beat Crawford, is a big money fight. If Crawford wins, that's ruining that big money fight. So I'm just saying.
You're right.
Hey, let me jump in real quick. My man, whoever just spoke before the brother that just talked, that's a great point I never thought about. Like, Earl may have turned the damn tables against himself getting up there going against the sanctioning bodies. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, get this nigga out of here. Get this nigga out of here.
Nah, they gonna be like, we want that Canelo fight so we can cash out.
I'm telling you, the sanctioning bodies feel a certain type of way. The WBC, the WBA, the IBF, the WBO. Look at Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson right now. Look at what the comments that they just made. Read between the lines. They both just said something about the sanctioning bodies, about Devin Haney being able to hold the belts and not releasing the belts. So they're bringing that to light. And I believe it's because of H Money and all these other podcasts that's calling these sanctioning bodies out and telling them that if a fighter want to move up, there's no fighting for a belt at a catchweight when you got top mandatory fighters in your division to fight for these belts. Another thing, don't have these fighters move up and be able to hold the belts hostage while they fight at another division. We're calling these sanctioning bodies out. They don't like that. Errol Spence called them out with the 3%. Terence Crawford called them out, telling them they need to make one champion in each division. They don't like things like that. And they saying that they doing one sanctioning body, and that was the WBC, came out and said what they're doing with their 3%. No other sanctioning body has yet to today come out and saying what they're doing with their 3%. That is unfair to the fighters. You're saying you're taking care of these fighters, but I'm seeing them just as homeless as these military vets that we have out here.
And so how do you combat that? Because I feel like the solution to that is niggas don't fight for the belts. Fuck the belts. Like Tank said, a lot of niggas got on Tank. A lot of niggas got on Tank ass.
The night we fought Shane Mosley. The night Floyd Mayweather fought Shane Mosley for no title because he said he was not paying the no sanction fees. Should have stopped it then. Should have stopped it then.
But it's not. But I agree with Debo, man.
Do that though.
Yo, Debo, I agree with you, bro. Yo, Debo, I agree with you, bro.
Niggas don't get no backbone. Niggas, if niggas in boxing say for belts, we ain't fighting for belts. They will do that. But the fact is keep fighting for these belts.
How is that the fact, bro? When Devin Haney has all the belts, Tank Davis should be his mandatory. Listen to what you're saying. Understand what I'm trying to say to you, brother. I'm not disagreeing with you. This all opinionated. But if that's the case, Tank Davis should be Devin Haney's mandatory in the WBA. Tank Davis is the regular champion in the WBA. He is the cash cow. Devin Haney makes second most in the division. $3 to $3.5 million. The cash is there. The belts are there. There's no reason that they should not be fighting. If you want to say that, make that shit make sense. I can give you any scenario for whatever you're saying. Yellow Beezy just said something too. He said just because you being loud don't mean that you're right. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, bro.
I'm going off what you saying. You talking about how everybody, all the boxers said, man, they paying too much for the belts and it's too many belts.
Yo, Debo, you breaking up, bro. You breaking up.
Stop for the fucking belts.
Yo, Debo, you breaking up. Debo, you breaking up.
Each other, nigga. Cause niggas gonna watch the fight anyway. Now how the game is now, the real fans, even the real fans now, we don't give a fuck about them belts for real. We just want to see good ass fights.
That's not true. Because if that's not true, because Devin Haney would not be fighting Regis Pro right now to become a 2-division world champion. He will be fighting Tank Davis to unify his belts and get way more money. That's not true, Debo. I know Tank got us in the contract, and Tank will send the contract. If Devin really wanted that fight, Devin chose to move up to 140. Devin chose to do that,
I don't
Debo.
think you get what I'm saying, though, bro. I don't think you get what I'm saying, but I'm cool.
Yo, Debo, you breaking up. Debo, you breaking up. Debo, you in the Matrix right now, bro. You breaking up. You in the Matrix.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you a little bit. You breaking up though.
Hey, but nah, what I'm saying is, bro, fuck, like look at nigga like Jake Paul. I know we disrespect Jake Paul, but Jake Paul $1 million fighter, and he don't like it ain't nothing that got to do with the belts. It's all about the fans, bro. The fans follow, bro. Like the motherfucking fighter got real fans behind him. He don't gotta fight for them fucking belts and shit. The people.
Nah, that's true.
Bro,
That's true, but it's not that many people.
So
It
you
ain't that
telling
many
me
people with that though.
more people want to see Regis Prograis and Devin Haney over Devin Haney and Tank Davis? That's bullshit. At the end of the day, these sanctioning bodies
more
are
people want
doing
to see
some
Devin
bullshit
Haney fight
ass.
Tank. What? Don't nobody want to see Devin fight Regis except Regis and his family.
Nah, hold on. You know what? But this is what I told H last week
Regis
though.
a tough ass fighter, but we're not trying to see Devin fight Regis. We want to see that nigga fight Shakur or Tank.
Hold on, this is what I told. This is what I told.
What I'm saying, bro.
This is what I
That's
told
what I'm
H
saying.
last
That's the
week
most
though.
money fight, and it should be a mandatory. The sanctioning bodies are messing it up.
But listen, the fact I'm saying is they don't need no belts for the, you know what I'm saying, the people to watch that shit. Like, fuck them belts. We just want to see them two fight.
With an extra shot of vanilla.
We don't need no belts for them niggas to fight. We don't want. Man,
Floyd
I feel like
Mayweather took the belts off the line.
like that.
Bro, y'all keep trying to ignore what I'm saying. Floyd Mayweather took the belts off the line to fight Shane Mosley because he wasn't paying no sanctioning fees. Keep ignoring me if you want to.
You can't compare Floyd to anybody else, bro. Floyd is an anomaly, bro.
I can't compare Floyd to Tank because Floyd is over Tank's career.
But that's what I'm saying. But again, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. If we only talking about a select, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. No, yeah, listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying is if we can always take one. It's always in the sport of boxing 1, 2, maybe 3 people that are really cash cows that don't need no belts. For the rest of everybody else, for them to get in position and get them fights, that's what they need to do. So what I'm saying is I agree. If all fighters band together and was like, yo, we not fighting for no belts, sanctioning bodies will have to change what they doing. But it's not gonna work if only 1, 2, 3 people doing it. The rest of the niggas is gonna have to use belts. You have to.
What I'm saying is, bro, Tank is the regular WBA champion. Devin Haney has all 4 major belts. Canelo started that shit with the sanctioning bodies talking about a franchise. So if Tank is the WBA regular champion, bro, he is the mandatory for Devin Haney's WBA belt.
There's a lot of mandatories. Devin got a lot of mandatories right now.
They are ain't no fucking lot of mandatories. They are the 4 kings.
Shakur is mandatory on the WBC.
Stop trying to fucking make excuses, bro.
Shakur is mandatory on the WBC.
Ain't nobody making more in the division than either one of those fighters. Nobody in the division make more money a fight than either one of those fighters. There's no reason why that fight should not be made. It's not making sense. And I gotta pay you a 3% fee when I do make the fight.
It makes sense. This is what I said. This is what I told H last week too. This is what I told H last week too. Devin gonna fight Regis for that belt, and then he gonna fight T.O. after that. That's his leverage to fight T.O.
I felt like he could have went straight to that T.O. fight. And I seen Devin Haney doing an interview yesterday, and he was doing a whole lot of capping again. He was like, oh, Regis is arguably the best at 140. Man, stop it, bro. We know T.O. is the man. T.O. beat the man that beat Regis.
Good.
And T.O.
I like it hot. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man.
Yeah, hey, Regis is coming off a bullshit performance where everybody thought he lost that fight. And Devin Haney capping, trying to sell that shit. And then he talking about he wants to keep his belts at 135 because he can still make 135, bro. This dude is still saying he can make 135, bro. That's the problem that we got with these guys, bro.
Yeah, I see him petitioning the WBC to let him hold the belts. But what I'm saying is with Devin, I'm just saying it's not good for fans. But as what Bill is doing is smart business for him. Meaning, if they take off that belt from Regis, that's extra percentage that they're getting against Tio, bro. That we talking about the difference between a couple $1 million off of that, just taking that belt off of Regis. You gonna stand to make a few more $1 million fighting Tio.
I see exactly what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying, but sometimes that shit don't work like that. What if he lose to Regis? You know what I'm saying? What if Tio lose his next fight? So
who you got in that? You got Regis or Devin?
No, I got Devin Haney winning, but I feel like you never know what can happen in boxing, and when you do that shit, sometimes, like nigga, somebody end up losing. Somebody end up losing. I seen that shit happen. You know,
right.
so
it's definitely a risk. You're right, but I'm just saying, as far as the nigga trying to make business moves,
and then Devin Haney constantly contradicted himself. They just was talking all that shit about Tio. But he want to go fight Regis instead of Tio when Tio is the man. You say you want to fight the best. Tio is the best at 140. You could have went straight to the Tio smoke. And then they was
four kings. They was the four
not
kings.
Moving like four kings, bro. They not. I can't
They're
lie,
not,
man.
bro.
Maybe Tank is like the only one moving like a king around here. I don't know. Like, you know, Shakur. I felt like Shakur let Devin Haney off the hook. You know what I'm saying? And then Shakur made it. This dude did an interview, was like, Devin Haney, he's struggling to make 135. He not gonna be 100% if he stay to fight me. He gave him a pass and said Devin Haney not scared, bro. I seen Devin Haney run out the ring, man. Fuck what Shakur's talking about. I know Devin Haney scared of that nigga. Bill Haney told me to stop talking about the shit. So yeah, for real, that's how I feel. Like, yeah, for real. So with that being said, he gave the dude a pass. Now he talking about he want to fight Loma Shakur. Man, Shakur, he ain't gonna get that Loma fight. Sorry to tell you, not right now. At least Loma gonna duck him. His own coach said it. He said Shakur too tough. He said Shakur is the new Matrix. He said they would rather fight Tank Davis. And then Kambosos, he called out Loma. I could see Loma fighting Kambosos over Shakur because I think Loma could beat Kambosos. He could beat him. He know he can't beat Shakur. He ain't trying to take two losses back to back.
1000% facts, H Money.
Ain't nobody trying to take two losses back to back. He gonna try to fight Kambosos over Shakur. So Shakur, who is he gonna fight? You ain't gonna fight Loma. You ain't gonna fight Kambosos because they fighting each other. You ain't gonna fight Devin Haney. You gave Devin Haney a pass to run to 140. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, Devin Haney's talking about he could still make 135. After Shakur said, oh, he won't be 100% to fight me. The nigga come out and say, he come out right after you say that shit and say he can still make 135, bro. And you talking about he not going to be 100%. He's still saying he can make 135, bro. That shit just look crazy to me.
I don't know. I kind of like that Regis fight if Haney move up. I think that'd be a good fight for him to get his feet wet, but he need to drop them motherfucking belts, though.
If he fights 135, if he fights 135, Devin Haney, that is. What bigger fight? What's going to pay you the most? Tank Davis. Who has a belt? Tank Davis. Who you can unify your
type of fights right
now? He don't. He's fucking ducking. He's ducking.
He ain't trying to do them super mega fights like that. He just had a pay-per-view fight with Loma, and that shit he almost lost that one. So I think
I think
bro, ain't that on Tank? Ain't that on Tank? Those fellas,
maybe like later, but I don't think he's looking for the Tank fights in him right now.
Let's be honest, H. This is what I'm saying. This whole game is about leverage, bro. Everybody's just trying to get the most leverage to make the most money. And I think right now, if Devin fights Tank right now, obviously that'll be the most money that he ever made in his career, of course. But he don't got no leverage. Tank don't care about belts. I think his name Kendrell. Like he was saying, Tank don't need no belt. So you can't come to Tank saying, yo, I got all of these, I'm undisputed and I'm these belts, so I want this percentage. Tank will say, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that. I put asses in the seats. I sell pay-per-view.
Bro, but let's be for real though. Between Haney and I ain't gonna lie, Haney they left a sour taste in my pause. I guess what the young niggas say now. But the way he been handling shit, I don't like it. But to me, that's more on Tank. Tank the one that don't be wanting to take no fights and shit like that. I mean, let's be for real. This is my opinion. He really ain't fought nobody. I mean, I give him Ryan Garcia. I give him Tank. I'll give him Pitbull because they didn't think Pitbull was gonna be that tough. Pitbull really made his name off Tank.
Mario
But other than that, he
Barrios?
fights
You don't
small.
give him Mario Barrios?
Mario's okay, but I mean, is that really a career-defining win, Mario Barrios, for real? Like,
I would
who
say
you know
career
really screaming that
defining,
nigga
but
name?
he's tough though. He's tough.
He moved
Okay.
up 2 weight classes.
Okay, well,
and knocked
look.
him out.
And he stopped him.
Okay, well,
Keith
look.
Thurman couldn't even stop him.
Well, look, let's do this. Just tell me what big fight has Tank had? I mean, what real big
Ryan
fight
Garcia
that you look at?
was a top 10 fight of all time.
I get Ryan that, but I'm saying even before that, I mean, who is he really fought though?
Boxing.
I know he doing it like kind of like the PBC way, where they just avoid every fucking body. I mean, he fought little bitty ass.
Errol Spence fighting Crawford right now.
Come on, that's 6 years in the making. They got pushed up against the wall. You know that shit.
Timing.
No, it ain't. But yeah, it's time. That's what I be saying. It's like, bro, everybody they could fight right now. Like they can make it happen, but everybody wants to make the most money. That's it.
No, let's just remember when Floyd was fighting, right? He had a beef with Aram. He wasn't giving none of them niggas no run.
Floyd
and
did
only
the
way
same
it
thing with
did,
Manny Pacquiao though. He wanted to make the most money. That's it. He wanted to make. He could have fought him before. He said, "Nah, nigga, I'm gonna wait this motherfucker out until we can make fucking 10, 2, 300, 400, 500 million." If he would have fought Pacquiao in 2009, it wouldn't have made that much money.
All right, fuck Pacquiao. If he'd have fought any of them niggas, he wouldn't fight none of them niggas from Top Rank. And I ain't saying he was scared. I mean, it just
who you
like
mean?
I
Like
think
who you trying to say? Like
he
who?
was signed to Top Rank
Like
in the
Margarito? You trying to
he
talk
wouldn't
about
fight none of them
Margarito?
niggas. None of them niggas that was on what's the name at the time. Why am I crazy, bro? Just tell me what I'm wrong here.
Because he was yeah, but I'm just saying he came from Top Rank Floyd Mayweather. He was a Top Rank fighter.
I know, but it was a personal beef between him and Aaron, which I think he was right. But let's just be for real. When it comes to the business aspect, he wasn't trying to do no business with them niggas because he just didn't fuck with them. That's all I'm saying.
He did do business with him, like you said. He fought Manny Pacquiao, and that was
after 6 years, my man. Yeah, after 6 years, after they both kind of got their back.
It broke all. Yeah, but and then
for sure.
Yeah, PBC doing business with everybody, bro. That's a false narrative, bro. They just put on a fight with Stephen Fulton and anyway.
It just gotta make sense. I think they do it when it makes sense. That's it. Just gotta
they
make
made
sense.
the fight with Spencer Crawford. It wasn't the Top Rank that did it. It was PBC that did it.
If we being honest, PBC put on the biggest fights this year. Is all
and
PBC.
Canelo fighting Charlo next. And then even Errol Spence, he told Crawford to his face yesterday. He said, "You should thank me for making this fight, bro. For making this shit happen." And,
fuck EJ and that bullshit. EJ done held that fucking fight off all these years. Man, I get so every time I hear that nigga say, hey, but look, every time I hear EJ say this shit, every time I hear EJ and Derrick James say, he did what he said he was gonna do, he was gonna get all the belts on his side, then nigga, it took you 5 fucking years. Nigga, so it's all your fault. Just be honest.
There was a lot of fights he had. He had to fight fucking Sean Porter. He's fighting Ugas, nigga, and he fought Kell Brook. Them all champions.
He did, but guess all I'm saying is the reason why we getting this fight 6 years later because he had no plans on fighting.
And now he fighting yo boy tonight, nigga. Just make sure y'all take care of business, nigga.
Money. He fighting our boy.
Let's be honest, bro. We can't just blame the boxing politics on only the fighter, because then we could say the same thing about Bud, right? We could say, oh well, who did Bud really fight? Or he fighting niggas after he fought damn near, the same people as Spence, the champions that we talking about after he did. So we can say the same about Bud.
My brother, great point. But when I say Earl, I'm meaning like I don't think Earl's scared of nobody. I'm gonna put that right out there. I think Earl been wanting to fight. I think PBC was like, nah, this ain't no good business deal for us, and that's why I got drug out this long. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
That's my
false
opinion,
narrative.
though.
That's a false narrative. Crawford re-signed with Top Rank, bro. He was the one that decided to re-sign with Top Rank, and that was a good deal for him because that was for the most money for him at that time.
I thought
but before a super fight, why do I got to sign with your thing for a super fight? Why do I got to sign with your people?
Bob Arum was holding up the fight.
Think about
Bob Arum said he was losing money on Crawford.
I can't see the names, but think about it. If you're a promoter, why would you let somebody get a super fight, right? And that's now they built up their profile. It's the biggest they're ever going to be, and then let them leave you to go somewhere else. That doesn't make sense. If you're a promoter, you're going to say, I'm going to give you this super fight, but you're going to have to sign an extension, and I'm going to need 3 more fights.
Hey, let me feed off you then. So if that's the truth, you got to put that shit on PBC then. At the end of the day, that's the reason why the fight didn't happen. because of them
that's
niggas
what. But
and they
look, the
business.
fight. If you want to be honest, the fight only happened after Bud left Top Rank. I think Bud should have went over to PBC earlier personally, and I
He
feel
still
like
ain't over there with them niggas. He
yeah, he
still ain't
is.
over there with them.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he ain't.
Yes, he
He
is.
signed a deal for this fight, for these two fights
Exactly.
to make this one fight. He not with PBC. He not a PBC fighter.
It's an exclusive deal. He under his next two fights are PBC exclusively.
Man. Hey, look, the fight here, man. Fuck them niggas. I can't wait tonight, my niggas. Hey, Casamigos, man. I'm gonna have so much fun, man. I
Yo,
don't
you
know
a
what
funny
to do
nigga.
with
What's your name,
myself.
man? I can't see the names on the screen. What's your name, man?
My name Jamar, but one time I was on here, we was talking shit, and one of them niggas, the one nigga that's always on here got that old country voice. That nigga called me. He told me, shut the fuck up, Papa Smurf. So I took the name and ran with it. I'm Papa Smurf now.
Oh, Papa Smurf. All right, Papa Smurf. All right.
H Money, this a hell of a channel too, my nigga. This is some dog. You got to get this bitch out here somehow. We got to get this bitch out here for you. Cause I don't know no channel like this where you can get on with people that know what they talking about, and you just let people go. I don't see you run. You ran Bill Haney off this bitch.
Nah, H, you went crazy on H. Why you do that? H, you went crazy.
Ah, he deserved that shit. He deserved that shit. He don't deserve no special treatment on this bitch, especially if he holding fights up. Fuck that nigga. Shit.
Is H on here? H, you on here?
H had to take a shit. He be back.
Nah, I can't wait, nigga. Tonight is going down. I can't wait.
I told you at the end of the day, I told you just the way I see it. I see Errol being able to win this fight two ways. Let me get it. If that jab is just popping, just like when Tommy Hearns was on fire against Sugar Ray Leonard during those first couple rounds when Sugar Ray just couldn't get away from that fucking jab, or if he just pushed harder and harder and harder. But when I look at Terence, I see Terence, if it start going bad, he could fight orthodox. He could turn southpaw. He could fight on the back leg. He could go forward. He could set the counters. He could fight on the inside. I just see him having too many ways to win this motherfucker tonight.
Yo, what's up with it, Mike? What up, my boy? What's up with it, Mikey? Man, y'all hit that like button, bro. It's almost time for that fight, man. Yo, what up, Mike? What's up with it?
What's up,
good?
H? It's fight night.
What's good, my boy? You can hear me?
Yo, what's up, H? Could you hear me? Hello?
You ready for this fight, bro?
Yeah, it's fight night, H. Let's get it.
Talk your shit, man. Who you got?
Man, shit, man. It could go either way, man. Respect to both fighters, man. It's been a long time in the making, man. But I'm favoring Bud a little bit, but man, I could see it going either way. I wouldn't be surprised if Spence stops him and breaks him down for real. I wouldn't be surprised if fucking Bud couldn't do anything to stop that pressure, man. Like that shit's for real, man. So yeah, man, just respect to both fighters, man. The fight is finally here, man. This shit crazy, man. This is what everybody needed for real.
Yo.
Hell yeah. Yo, what up, Debo?
How you, H?
Man, I'm good, man. You ready for this fight?
Man, you already know. I'm starting to drink right now. I'm about to go get my hair done. What? I'm drinking right. I'm opening the bottle right now. I ain't playing. I got it, but age, like you know, I'm old and shit, so I got a time, and so I know when I get around 3-4 o'clock, I had to take that power nap. You know what I'm saying? Once I take that power nap, I'm good.
Hey, Debo,
I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna go to the club, watch that show. I'm gonna turn. I'm fucking around, give me a table and some more shit, Ace.
That shit gonna be lit, man. Yeah, I know you got Crawford, right?
You already know, nigga. You already know I ain't
Man,
saying
this shit
that.
gonna be a dog fight.
Bro, you seen how Bud looked at that weigh-in, bro?
They both look ripped up though.
But I ain't gonna lie, this the most cut up I ever seen, bud. That nigga got an 8-pack, bro.
That nigga EJ look ripped too though. They both look ripped. I ain't gonna lie. They both
Yeah,
look.
dog.
You know what
That's
I'm
the
saying?
best I ever seen. Both of them niggas, man. They was both on that shit, man. For real. They ass is ready. They ass look ready for war.
They
For real.
ready to give us a fight, the fight of the year, bro.
Oh, it's gonna be that. It ain't gonna.
Y'all
Yeah.
think from the opening round they gonna go after? Or you think they gonna fill each other out for a couple rounds? How y'all
I feel like even if they try to like fill each other out, it's still gonna be that. It's still gonna be that. It ain't just gonna be like they ain't just gonna sit there thinking it out. Even if they try to, I feel like even with Earl Spence's style, he's gonna come and Crawford too. He's gonna have an answer for that. Like I said, even if they try to just think each other out, Crawford is a very instinctive fighter. He's instinctively gonna throw, like, even without even trying to. It's just gonna turn into that.
This nigga know his shit. I don't know what this nigga is, but I like how he talking though.
Yeah, nah, like and Earl's gonna
I
have an
like the
answer
word.
for
I
that
like
too.
that word you use instinctively. Like just on this, it's just natural with him to fucking counter motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, you see it. You see it in how he moves and shit. But like Earl too, I see him. A lot of people don't give him credit for his footwork and shit too. I see him.
Now Earl, I mean, even though I got
on his
Bud,
back
and I be
foot a
talking
lot.
shit about Earl, he got good footwork for sure.
Yeah,
He definitely got good footwork.
Yep, people are gonna see that shit tonight, man. People don't give Earl enough credit for that footwork too. Both fighters have really good footwork too, but people be overlooking.
And actually, I think
footwork.
Earl might be a little bit more athletic, like as far as feet, but as far as like leg movement wise, I think Earl might be a little bit more athletic than Bud, because Bud be looking a little stiff at times. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. He'll sit on his punches a lot more. He'll definitely just dig in and shit too, and it'll cause him to get hit and shit. It'll cause him to get hit with punches he don't really need to. He got hit with punches he didn't really need to against Porter, against Kell Brook. Like, you know what I'm saying? He still gets hit with punches he don't need to with the fighter like this. You can't afford to get hit with punches you do not need to. That shit. Yeah, hell no. So
I feel
like I
Bud.
said,
I feel like Spence's style, cause you know Spence come forward like just trying to maul on you, like trying to really throw 100 punches around. I feel like that shit is what's gonna hurt him, because Bud is a master counter puncher, and that's why I feel like he gonna catch him. I feel like between the 9th and 12th rounds, the championship round, I feel like Spence gonna try to overwhelm him. Like he keep talking about he want to break his will. He gonna try to overwhelm it, and Bud's gonna counter that shit with something crazy, and he just gonna date. Like I feel like he gonna catch him with a mean one, and that's how I feel like the fight gonna go. Like Bud gonna counter him with something real mean, bro, and Spence ain't gonna be able to recover. But you know, I just
it's hard to just see either one of them. Like, yeah, like it's just hard to see fucking Spence getting hurt too. It's crazy. It's hard to see Bud getting hurt too. But man, like someone's gonna get hurt in this shit. Like, cause like Spence too. He ain't like a Sean Porter. Like Sean Porter, he has that brawling style, like come forward and shit. But Spence is a dog. Like we never seen him like regardless of what people say, we've never seen either of these fighters like really like put down like on the canvas, 8 count, 10, like none of that. So for real, like man, this is gonna be that for real. Like, yeah, I think these fighters are gonna make each other great. We're gonna see that shit tonight. And like I feel like this is gonna be a fight. Like there's gonna be a winner and a loser, but even the loser's gonna be a winner, man. This shit.
Career paydays for both. And Bud, niggas understand. Bud don't even got he is his own promotional company now, so he getting all the percentage to him. Like he ain't got top rank no more, which is smart as hell. For the biggest fight of his life, he ain't even got top rank. He ain't got Bud, and he ain't got Bob in his pockets no more, man. I know Bob's sick as hell for that, but I feel like it's kind of Bob's fault. He ain't even get the fight to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. He could have made that fight. He could have tried to make that Pacquiao fight happen. Yeah, that's his fault. He shot himself in the foot.
Mm-hmm. Bob
Yo,
definitely
Lonzo,
missed
what
out
up,
on this one.
Lonzo?
What's good, bro? Y'all can hear
I
me?
know you got EJ, nigga. Talk your shit then, nigga.
You know who I got. You know, you
Nigga, let him
already
know
know.
then, nigga.
You already know. You already know I'm grinding with Texas. This one.
That nigga
What's
told
gonna
me
happen to
what
Bud
happened.
tonight?
By
What
round
EJ
8,
gonna
you
do to
tripping.
Bud?
Oh, EJ gonna cut off that ring. Come on, bro. You already know, bro. You can do all that,
But it's
do all that
crazy. How
running
you gonna
around in
cut
the
off the
ring, bro.
ring?
When you
You
get
see,
hit, bro, what you
I
gonna
hear
do?
that, but how you gonna cut off the
What you
ring?
going?
You a
What you
master
gonna
counter
do?
puncher.
When you get hit, bro, what you gonna do?
You act like Spence
What you
ain't gonna
gonna do
get
when you get
hit.
hit?
Like nigga, Spence
Yo, I
defense
got.
ain't all that now.
Come on now. What you
Shit,
gonna do when you get hit,
Spence
bro?
was going toe to toe,
What you
shit,
gonna do
life
when
and
you
death
get
with
hit,
Sean
bro? I ain't
Porter,
trying to
nigga.
hear none of that shit, bro.
Yeah,
What you
no,
gonna do
no
when you
I don't
cap,
get
want to hear
hit,
none
bro?
of that
no
shit
cap,
you talking.
no
Y'all
cap,
niggas
no
at it
cap.
early
Bud,
today.
bro,
Nigga.
Bud gonna get his ass
We having a
whipped,
fish
bro.
fry tonight, nigga. Hey,
Bro,
if you cooking
Bud
that
gonna get
fish
his
tonight,
ass
nigga.
whipped tonight, bro.
We cook.
Yo, no
Hey,
cap.
Seafood
we got
boil on
be
this
sharp
bitch, boy.
tonight, nigga.
Crawfish
Y'all
boil in this
niggas at it
bitch, bro.
early today.
Come
Big
on,
shark
bro.
tonight, nigga.
Come on.
Yo, no cap, no cap. Bud, he got to start early on his ass. He can't
That
fight
footwork,
Spence
all
the
that.
same way.
Motherfuckers
The
talk about,
same
yo,
way
he a
he fights all
genius.
these other.
This,
He
that.
has to
Man,
start
fuck all
early.
that, nigga.
He's gonna start earlier. He's gonna have to. He knows it. Everybody knows it.
Motherfucker,
He's
you gonna
gonna
hit
have to
him
start
behind that
early.
jab and go to
Man,
that
that jab,
body
man.
and
Like
fuck his
Shakur
body
said,
up.
Bud gonna take
You
that
already
jab
know.
away.
Yep. That
Bud gonna
uppercut is
neutralize
coming.
that jab, nigga. This ain't Mikey Garcia he fighting.
Oh, I'm
It's
trying to
gonna
tell
go.
you, bro.
And that cutoff shit ain't
I'm a,
going. That
I'm a.
shit sound cool,
All
but to
right,
a master
all right.
counterpuncher, that
I
shit
hear
gonna get
you.
his ass hurt.
When he cut off that ring and put him to them ropes and go to that
I
body,
definitely,
it's
I
over with.
definitely, I
It's
And
over
definitely,
Bud gonna
with.
counter all
And
that
he's
I
shit,
snatching
definitely
that
nigga.
eye
believe.
too.
Bud got quicker
He's
hand speed
snatching
than
that eye
Spence.
too.
Hey,
Hey,
one thing,
Lonzo, be
one
Snatching
thing
for
I'm
that
gonna
real.
eye.
say.
Who got the quicker
One
hands,
thing, look,
Bud or
hey,
Yo,
Spence?
fuck
hey,
the
one thing
quicker
I'm gonna say
hands.
real
It's all
quick. One
about
thing I'm gonna say
timing,
real
nigga.
quick,
What
and
are
I'm gonna
you
let y'all
talking about?
talk. I'm gonna let y'all talk,
That
bro.
nigga,
Bud got
nigga
faster
tweaking.
hands for sure, bro.
For
But
sure.
one thing
Like
I
that's why his
always
cardio
say,
Yo,
is
you can
one
crazy.
say
thing I
all this
always
Bud
say
got
about that
hands,
shit,
all
bro.
this extra
Look,
shit.
look,
Bro, it's
bro.
all
One
about
thing I always
timing,
say
nigga.
about that shit, bro,
Bro,
is fighting,
fuck
is
all of
throwing
that
in
shit,
between
nigga.
punches. Is
Can
throwing in between punches is a dangerous
bro,
game,
Sean
bro.
Porter didn't even Sean Porter didn't even quit, bro. His father made him do that shit, bro.
Man,
Look,
yeah,
Come
because
on
he got
now.
his
but
ass
look,
knocked down
Motherfucking
twice in
look,
one
bro.
Cal
damn
Brook.
round,
Yo,
nigga.
Cal
He was
Brook.
Bud
ready
got
to
fat.
Cal
finish
Look,
that
Brook.
nigga. His
Bro, I'm
dad knew
trying to
what it
tell you,
was,
bro.
but
nigga.
look,
It's
I
something
gotta
Bud
about
prove
got
getting
that
fat.
shit, nigga.
finished,
Bud got
nigga.
faster hands. Bud got
Bro,
faster
I'm
hands,
not
right?
trying to hear that shit,
So,
bro.
no, I'm saying, look, even if you say that, bro, what I'm saying is throwing in between punches is a risk reward type thing, bro. That's not some shit you always win, bro. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
no. Like nigga, like bro, niggas really think Spence about to walk down Bud like he's some weak ass nigga. That shit ain't about to go down like that, nigga. Spence
That's a
ain't about
risk
this ain't bro.
reward
This
type
ain't this
thing,
nigga
nigga.
ain't Mikey Garcia, nigga. Shit,
All
for
right, we
real.
gonna
I
come
think
back to
Bud, to
this
be
shit.
real, I think
We gonna
Bud
come back to
stronger than
this shit.
Spence for
You
real.
feel me? I
Bud is
always start
stronger than
throwing in
Spence,
between
bro.
punches is a dangerous game, bro, because it is, nigga. You
And
don't know
then if
if
you
that
know
nigga
about
gonna
boxing,
time
they
you.
say the punches that hurt are the ones you don't see. And Bud is great at throwing punches you don't fucking see.
That's
Yo,
true.
he is.
That's
But
true.
like, I
That's
also
true. I
see.
agree
And it's
with you on
hard to
that.
see punches when you throwing hella
I
punches.
agree with
If you
you on that.
throwing volume punches, it's hard to see a punch
But
coming
breaking
at
you
you.
down, bro.
And I be
Breaking you
boxing.
down,
I
punishing
box
you, bro.
myself. And that's how I be
Can Bud
fucking
take
niggas
that,
up.
bro?
Because I hit niggas with a
Can
punch they
Bud
never
take that,
see,
bro?
nigga.
Can Bud take
Niggas
that?
can never see one of my
Can
good
Bud
punches.
take
That
that
bitch
though?
fucking hit them
Answer my
upside the
question.
head. They don't know what the fuck
Can
hit them.
Bud take that?
Because my hand speed like that. I got good
Yo,
hand speed,
yo,
Fucking
nigga.
go
listen,
speed,
yo,
nigga. Look
listen,
at
Lonzo.
Ryan Garcia
Yo,
and
listen,
take
Lonzo.
what
But you talking
happened,
about
bro.
Ryan
Like, what the
Garcia, the
fuck is you
fucking
talking
Bud,
about, my
nigga? That
nigga?
ain't no good comparison, nigga.
Fuck.
Ryan Garcia is a
You
fucking
saying
boogie
speed
compared
though,
to
my
Bud,
nigga?
nigga.
What the fuck is you
And Ryan
talking
Niggas
Garcia
about,
ain't
was
got
nigga?
no
saying
fucking
Ryan
heart,
was
nigga.
fast though. I see where you coming
Ryan,
from,
bro.
though.
Ryan has
I
speed.
see where you
Bud a
coming
real
from.
live dog, nigga. He
The
got real
fuck? What are
heart.
you
Nigga,
talking
Ryan
about,
Garcia is
nigga?
pussy, nigga.
I'm not comparing the
Ryan
two
only
fighters.
Ryan
Obviously,
only wanted to fight
Bud
Tank for
and
the fucking
Garcia
money.
is two different
That's
fighters,
it.
nigga. The fuck is you talking
Ryan
about?
is a
You talking
pretty
about
boy. You can't
speed
never
and
compare that nigga to
speed.
Bud,
I'm
nigga.
talking about
What?
timing, nigga,
Bud
and
got
punishing you,
real
breaking you
heart, nigga.
down,
He
nigga.
got real
That's
live
what the fuck
heart,
I'm
nigga.
talking about.
Bud been shot in the
Come
head
on,
before and
bro.
bounced back,
Fuck
nigga.
being
That's heart
shot in
right
the
there.
head, nigga. Nobody give a fuck about. Anybody can get
Need
shot, nigga.
to.
What the fuck
When
is
you
you
got
talking
there, your
about?
boy got there. When
What
Bud
you
get his
talking
hand
about?
raised at it, and you need to care about
Oh,
that
a
shit.
nigga was in a car crash, was in a
I
fucking coma,
just wanted
nigga.
to get
What
What
on
you
you
here and
think
talking
say
more to
that,
about?
be a
bro, because
car
The
crash
a
or
nigga
get
is
lot
in
of
a
shot?
car
niggas, a
crash,
lot of
nigga was in
niggas
a
just sit
coma,
here
Fuck
and
died
you
say
from
that
saying?
coma.
I'm
Bud got
street
What
nigga.
faster
You
hands,
the
and that
fuck
you
is
makes
you
me
sound like
think,
you
talking
a
but
about,
street nigga.
nigga?
So tell me
you
which
feel me? I
You
motherfucker
sound
always felt
dumb.
a
like
car
You
throwing in
crash
sound
between
dumb
get
as a
punches.
shot in the
bitch, bro.
fucking head,
You
nigga.
sound dumb,
Come on,
nigga.
man.
A nigga in a car
Spence
crash,
gonna
nigga was in a
look
coma,
dumb at
got
the end of
out the
this
coma
fight,
and
nigga.
start fighting again.
Spence gonna look
A
stupid
nigga
as
got
hell at the
shot
end
in
of
the
the
head,
fight,
drove
nigga.
himself to the fucking hospital. What the fuck is you talking about, bro?
The fuck is you talking about, nigga?
Shut up, bro. Shut the fuck
Shut up, motherfucker. The fuck is you, nigga?
Fuck up, bro. Shut up,
Fuck
bro.
out of here, nigga. What the fuck you think you is,
bro.
nigga?
Like I was saying, bro.
You talking, nigga? What, nigga?
A lot of niggas. A lot of
Nobody
niggas
know who
sit
you
and
talking
say.
to, little nigga.
A lot of
I'm talking to
niggas
you,
sit and say
shorty.
Bud
Fuck is
got
you
What's
talking
up,
about?
nigga? What the fuck
I'm
is
talking to
up?
you, shorty. Fuck is you talking
Yo, I
about?
know y'all niggas ain't beefing
shorty,
in the
nigga,
chat,
neither,
man.
nigga.
What? Come on, bro.
Come on, y'all niggas can't be beefing
A lot
in
of
the
niggas
chat,
sit and
man.
say Bud got faster hands, bro.
Bro.
I've been hearing that shit a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We straight.
It's gonna come down to actually timing those
Nigga,
punches,
I'm with
bro.
this shit.
But
Now
the
you want
niggas
to take
is
it over to
loud
some
as
bud
shit.
shit?
You
It's
feel me?
whatever, nigga.
Yeah, no, we straight. We
That's
straight. We
the
with the shit.
person too,
Tight.
nigga. I don't even want to go there with you,
We
bro.
just chopping
Me
it up.
neither. That's why I don't know why you
We
getting
straight.
personal as hell, nigga.
We just chopping it up. We straight. We ain't gotta go there. We just
No.
chopping it up. We straight.
All I wanted to get on here and say, bro, is throwing in between punches always been a risk reward type thing, bro.
That's true, bro. I
Niggas can't
agree
act
with
like
you
it
on that,
ain't been
bro.
that. It's been
I
that way.
damn sure agree with you on that, my nigga. I
It's
agree
always
with you
been
on that.
risk reward.
But
Bud
what
just
I'm
been
saying
getting the
is,
fucking
bro,
reward every time.
what I'm
That's
saying
all.
is, bro, when you come forward with hella punches and they hurt, my nigga, like, what you gonna do? You
When
feel
in,
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely want to see how Spence. How Crawford is gonna react to that
How he gonna
triple
take?
jab and that body
those,
punch.
bro?
Because you
You
know
come
how
forward
Spence
with the
really had
jab,
triple
bro.
jab and
You
that
come
body
forward
punch.
with the combinations behind the jab, bro.
Yeah, I definitely want to
It
see
hurt.
how
The
Crawford is gonna
motherfuckers
react
like
to
it
that.
hurt.
If
Come
Crawford
on,
can't
bro.
get out
What
of the
you gonna
way
do, bro?
to that like triple jab and that body
He
punch,
gonna have no choice
that
but
shit
to
gonna
take
be
the
bad.
Colin Kaepernick, my nigga. Like,
nah, but it's two ways. One is when a nigga's moving his feet, is keeping Spence off balance and being able and stopping him from setting his feet. But two, we see counter punchers slow niggas down all the time, bro. You can come in with volume, but when you getting your ass countered, it's gonna make you think after about 4 or 5 rounds of getting countered.
It's a fact. That's a fact.
But
We done seen some counter
but say
punches
it,
get
bro.
their
But
ass
if
beat
he
on
catch him,
too.
say if Spence catch him, the nigga go to the ropes. You feel what I'm saying? He can't do shit. He
Like
can't.
I don't want to keep trying. I don't want to keep trying to.
fight. I'm gonna give
Am
him
I
his
the only
just due,
nigga
bro.
going for
Like,
Spence in
I'm gonna give
this
Spence
chat,
his
my
just
nigga?
No,
due.
Yeah, you might be,
I
nigga.
lean towards Spence.
You might be, nigga.
I lean towards Spence.
like, come on,
Hold on, but here's the other thing. Every time we seen Bud get hurt,
Terence got phenomenal footwork.
hold on, here's the other thing. Every time we seen Bud get hurt, that nigga don't retreat. He fights. When Bud get hurt, he's
That's a
gonna fight
problem,
you.
bro. And that's a problem, my nigga. That's a fucking problem, bro. That's a problem.
It depends.
That's a problem, bro. You slugging out with a power puncher, my nigga.
Yeah, Spence
Nah,
got power.
it could be though, but like both do. Like Earl, he gets hurt, he picks it up too though.
Did you see
But
the
like
press conference,
but
bro? When the nigga got mad at Spence family, and the nigga was like, "See, nigga getting emotional."
oh yeah, no, like that's just Bud. Like he don't
Yeah,
take
Bud like that
disrespect from
though. That's
nobody.
Bud really
That's
like
not
that.
emotional.
You can
Like
say he
that's
like
just
that, but
disrespect. He don't take that
that's like,
disrespectful shit.
all right, that's like saying, bro, I'm a hard body. Nobody ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. You fuck around and still die, type shit, nigga. It's the same thing, bro. You can do all that hot head shit, but that shit will get you in a world of trouble, my nigga.
No, but yeah, that's how Bud really is though. He's a hothead.
Get on jail.
But Bud always get like that before his fight.
Really hot.
Yeah, he really like that.
If you look at all his post-fight, pre-fight
when you watch
conferences,
the pivot,
he always get like that.
Yeah, bro, he really like that.
Hey,
he
I
turns
watch
on that switch, bro.
Listen, bro. Listen when I say this,
he
bro.
don't give a fuck, bro.
Listen when I say this shit, bro. I watched the old interview with the Pivot and Errol Spence, bro, and he was talking about the Floyd spar match. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd said something about you look good for a bitch or something like that. And you know how it went down with Floyd and Errol in that sparring ring, bro.
You look good for a bitch. It's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? That's some hot head shit. And what Errol do? He gave him that work. You know what I'm saying? They paid him to be quiet.
Yeah, but look, I'm gonna tell you how the anger shit worked for Bud.
He called him a bitch.
I'm gonna tell you how the anger shit worked for Bud though. Bud sat up in that corner.
Bud really used to be in them streets, nigga.
Bud sat up in that corner round 10 against Porter.
Shit, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Oh, listen what I'm saying. He sat up in that corner against Porter, and nigga said, Tim Bradley said, "Yo, you down on the scorecard." Bud said, "What? Nigga, I'm losing." Came back. You see what happened?
Tom Porter was getting with him though.
Yeah, but you seen what happened when Bud took it up a level, bro.
Shit, they had a split decision. Bud knocked the nigga out. What is y'all saying?
No, he didn't, bro.
But no, I think the scorecards had Bud winning.
But I can tell you this. I can tell you this.
By 2
I can
judges.
tell you this. Bud got hurt in the Gamboa fight. and knocked him down the same round.
Man, Spence got hurt in the Ugas fight. What you saying?
Bud was 130 at that time.
Nigga Spence got hit
Bud was
so hard by
135.
Ugas. That nigga said he thought the nigga knocked his fake
Bud
teeth out. He said that out of his own mouth.
The only thing with that Ugas shit is Ugas
ain't even known for power like that.
Did Bud fight?
Yeah, no, neither are. Like both of these fighters.
Whoa.
He would have stopped that nigga too. Like
how you gonna say Crawford not known for power when he stopped everybody at 47?
That's what I said. I said Ugas and Crawford is two different things, bro.
But did Bud fight Ugas though?
In the amateur?
No, but you know if he fight Ugas, you know what's gonna happen.
Amateur shit, bro.
You know what's gonna happen.
The amateurs, you can't.
Okay, that's.
Man, I seen Spence lose to hella weak ass amateurs, bro. We not even gonna do the amateur shit.
Answer my question.
I'm just saying, if we gonna use that, bro, it shouldn't be nobody on Keyshawn head because he can't fuck with Andy Cruz.
What?
Andy,
not this debate again. Not this debate again.
I'm saying, if we going based off amateurs,
bro. That nigga.
Yeah, we not going off the amateurs. If we going off the amateurs, bro, BC Ramirez. If we going off amateurs, bro, BC Ramirez could be Shakur Stevenson right now. We know that ain't happening.
Hell nah, Debo. Hell nah. Keyshawn scared of Andy. He's scared of motherfucker. Yeah, he don't want no smoke. He don't want no nigga. Frank Martin just ran up on your boy. Frank Martin just ran up on your boy Keyshawn, bro.
What he told Frank? He told Frank, this a fight that's gonna happen.
On him at first, though. At first, he didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing at first, though. He didn't say nothing at first. When Frank Martin,
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga look scared. That nigga look scared when Frank pulled up.
But Keyshawn held his ground. He told that nigga, this a fight that's gotta happen.
He ain't had no choice but to stand his ground, bro. He been calling that nigga out for months. Nigga, you better stand your fucking ground.
Man, Keyshawn ain't scared of none of them niggas at fucking 135, 140.
Keyshawn don't want no smoke with Andy.
Niggas ain't never been scared. Niggas never been scared to get an ass.
He's not scared.
Keyshawn is not scared. He a real
Andy. He can't fuck with Andy.
Man, you keep saying that, but I showed you the clip of the nigga.
It's the truth. He slipped. What you mean?
He still won every round.
He won every round. What you mean? He won every round.
Keyshawn fought that same nigga and bullshitted 3 of the fucking 8 rounds he fought that.
He didn't even get touched. He ain't get touched. He looked better than Keyshawn looked.
So I'm trying to get back to the Spence shit.
Yeah, let's get back to the Spence shit.
I just brought that shit up because niggas was talking about Ugas in the fucking amateurs.
Let's get back to the Spence. I'm saying though, did Bud fight Ugas though?
In the amateurs.
He fought him in the amateurs. What are you talking about, bro?
That's what I said. That's all I said.
We ain't on that though, cause we know what it is right now though.
But I got Spence, nigga. I'm rolling with Dallas, nigga. Even though I'm from Baltimore, nigga, I'm rolling with Dallas, nigga. It's strap season. I don't give a fuck. Nobody feel.
You heard what I said, bro. I favor Spence too, but I'm not the type of nigga that's just gonna be like Spence just gonna walk this nigga down and beat on him. Man, I don't see that.
Yep. Like I'm going with Bud too, but yeah, it's not gonna be easy for neither fighter, and I'm not gonna be surprised if fucking Spence walks away with that shit either.
But
so.
later rounds, he gonna do that shit, bro. I can see it, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. That nigga,
What's that?
Bro. The nigga the Terminator, bro. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, he's something different, bro. He's something different. Yeah, Bud is too, but 8 round, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
What's up with it?
I ain't know Ronnie Shields had another Cuban boxer.
Yeah, that dude named Tellez.
He fighting on the main card tomorrow.
Hey, is that Isaac Cruz real belts, my nigga? Cause
no, man, them weak ass WBC silver.
Bro, that's what I'm wondering. Like, what the fuck? When did he become an interim or what the?
He got all the junior belts for the WBC and all that shit, but then he ain't got no real strap. He don't got no strap that hold no merit.
And what do y'all think about Giovanni Cabrera? I low-key got Giovanni Cabrera for the upset.
It's more possible than niggas think, but I think Pitbull gonna win.
He much taller than Pitbull.
Nah, I feel like
Cabrera got a real awkward style, bro.
I feel like Pitbull's overlooking it. He just keeps on thinking about the tank rematch and shit. He got Giovanni Cabrera.
That's one thing.
He got a real awkward style to him, bro. So Pitbull, I wouldn't be surprised if Pitbull struggled the first couple.
I feel like you know what's crazy though, y'all. I feel like Coach Calvin there to watch Pitbull fight. So Whenever if Pitbull win, he call out Javante, you know that's gonna be another rematch.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like he just overlooking Giovanni. Like I think Giovanni, he's like,
Yeah,
nah,
I
like,
think he is.
Giovanni ranked in the sanctioned bodies, bro.
Like that, bro.
Yeah, I feel like Giovanni has something more to prove more than Pitbull Cruz. He's already like kind of counting
the
out.
last
Like,
two
already...
niggas that the last two niggas that the Isaac Cruz and Frank Martin fought are both ranked in the sanctioned bodies, bro. Them niggas not slouches.
No, they not.
As much shit as we want to talk about how you feel me, how Frank Martin looked, he fought a nigga with some credibility, bro. Nigga might have not been a world beater or nothing, but he gave that nigga, you feel me, he ain't go out like no hoe. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, he needed that fight for sure.
I got Frank Martin on a fucking whatchamacallit fight though. You know, I'm rocking with Frank, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got Frank on that one. If they do fight, you know what I'm saying? Cause shit be hype. You know what I'm saying?
From what I heard, Pitbull Cruz didn't want none of that smoke, nigga.
From Shakur or
from Shakur or Frank Martin. Neither one.
Nah, he just wants Tank. He don't want nobody but
Tank, bro. He got Tank name in his mouth, bro. It's like,
bro, that nigga waiting on the rematch with Tank. He been doing that shit, bro. And
like,
Ryan called him out on that shit the other day, nigga. You actually got to do something to fight a nigga, bro.
You already lost, you pitbull looking motherfucker. He keeps saying his name, bro. This should be making me mad, like, bro.
That shit crazy. He need to sit his ass down, bro. He got beat with one hand. He really don't want two in his face. Like, damn, bro.
That's even worse. You got fucked up with one hand.
And especially if you want a Tank rematch that bad, you really got to prove yourself against a fighter like Shakur Stevenson. Haven't even proved himself at 135. Like, show us something.
Could he at least fight Frank Martin? Like, damn.
Yeah, he got to do something. Like, you can't just say you want Tank and not do like
is he a champion or something? Because I ain't never
seen. Ain't no fucking champion. Them fucking medallions he wearing in the back and shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck handed him them belts, bro.
Them WBC silver belts and shit.
Yeah, this shit crazy.
Hey, Ice Trey Young, Keyshawn just started fighting 10 rounds. Don't say why is he still, nigga. He just started. That was his second 10-round fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope fucking Giovanni fucks up Pitbull's plans for real, man. And them odds are looking real nice. I've
been hearing a lot of people say Giovanni by upset, bro. So you're not the first for sure, bro.
Don't get about upset, cause
yeah, them odds are looking Pitbull, real nice too. Real nice.
Niggas who do the most in a standoff, bro, be the ones losing, bro. That's how I look at it, bro. Pitbull was doing the most, bro. Getting all the nigga face and shit. And
it all depends, nigga, cause I seen Inouye hyped up earlier, and that nigga brought that same energy, nigga.
They do something with his ass, bro. Cause he
yeah. You see why Tank pushed his ass. He got all that pride in him. Don't want to look at shit. Yeah, you see why Tank got on his ass. Like Tank ain't going for that shit. Nigga, like shit, you gonna look away.
Tank fucked his hand out, bro, cause he was looking for a knockout too, bro.
Yup. And you see that could be Pitbull's downfall too.
What round Tank knocked Pitbull down, bro? Because I know you knocked him down or some shit like that.
I don't think it was an official knockdown.
It wasn't official. It was a
push. I don't remember being in no knockdowns that fight.
Yeah, I can't remember that. I think somebody might have slipped.
I seen Tank almost hit the canvas, but it wasn't no official shit. And
yeah, it was a slip or some shit like that.
He got pushed and he caught himself. He didn't even hit the canvas.
For sure.
You got balance, bro.
Nigga was on 1 foot hopping and shit.
Got balance, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, bro. But I'm trying to say, bro, motherfuckers keep calling out Tank, bro. Let that man enjoy his money, bro. He just got home, bro. Nigga didn't even get to see his kids.
That was the way.
Man, yeah, be careful what you wish for when you calling out Tank, man. Hell no.
Like damn, bro. Let the nigga enjoy his money. Let him.
Yeah, you right, Ice Trey. I keep telling niggas that, bro. Andy looked better versus Burgos than Keyshawn did, bro. Keyshawn had more body work. He established to the body more. But Keyshawn, as he always does, bullshit in the fight, bro. He'll sit back and he be on bullshit. He play too much, bro.
Yeah.
I can't touch Keyshawn like that, bro. He a wild fighter to me, bro. Like I can't.
And Andy was snapping Burgos' head back. He shut down his jabs. Wow, Burgos didn't even want to throw no fucking punches after round 4.
I don't want to disrespect Keyshawn, bro, because I was great to see. He remind me a little bit like how Rolly throw his shots. He just a wild fighter, bro. I can't really watch Keyshawn, bro.
Nah, he way better than Rolly. It's just that nigga Keyshawn don't got no fucking. He play too much, bro. That's just what it is. Like
fight like Rolly. I'm just saying, like, he got.
Yeah, it's just all that showboating and shit. Like,
Yeah,
like get on, like step on the gas, bro. Like,
and then your output
like,
went out the last fight too. That's another thing I don't like, bro. You wasn't throwing your hands.
yeah, yep. I definitely know what you're talking about. I seen it like the past couple of fights.
And everybody was talking shit about Frank Martin opponent, but the nigga Keyshawn fought not even fucking with Frank Martin opponent. He was catching Keyshawn flush.
Damn. What's up with the Andy Cruz nigga? Like,
he's a dog.
I gotta get into him.
He's a dog, bro.
Dog,
Keyshawn fought that same nigga like, Burgos.
People, is he like a Lomachenko or some shit like that?
Well, people gonna compare him to Lomo just off the simple fact that, you know, he started at 27 just like Lomo. His first fight was a 10-rounder, but to me he better than Lomo.
Yeah, and he's a 2-time gold medalist and shit.
What type of fighter he is? He like a
he's a very defensively responsible fighter, bro. If you think of a nigga like Shakur who defensively responsible, Andy's in that same tier, bro.
Who was the other nigga that called out Shakur though on Twitter, bro?
De Los Santos?
Edwin De Los Santos? Yep.
It was a nigga who called him out, bro.
You gotta finish his side of the street.
That's the first time I ever seen somebody call Shakur out, bro.
No, it's been two niggas, Jermaine Ortiz and Edwin De Los Santos.
Yeah, Edwin De Los Santos was pretty nice. Cleaned up Jose Valenzuela and shit.
It was definitely Jermaine Ortiz, bro. I want to see Telefimo and Tank, bro. That's who I want to see. If you can't get
that Haney Regis fight is fucking announced for October 28th.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm. They scheduled it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he trying to pull some bullshit. He trying to pull some weird shit and keep his belts.
I think Devin gonna outbox him and shit. It's gonna look like him fighting off of his back foot, like how Regis fought Zaria and how Zaria was just fighting off his back foot. I could just see Devin Haney doing that shit all fucking night, just winning the fight like that.
Who y'all got? Regis or
Haney? I got Haney, bro.
Yeah, Devin. Yeah, like I said, Devin's just gonna fight like
Devin Haney got Devin Haney got a 4-inch reach, bro. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect Haney, bro. I'll take that back. But Haney, bro, he running from Tank, bro. You could have just took this shit. But I got Haney. I'm gonna say I got Haney, even though I don't fuck with, bro.
Yeah, I don't fuck with him either. But that 4-inch reach advantage is noticeable, bro. And to me, I ain't saying Devin gonna have pop at 140 or nothing, but I think it's gonna be like a situation how Shakur was when he moved up to 135 and his power got more respectable. It's gonna be the same way for Devin. I ain't gonna say he gonna have crazy pop, but he gonna have more respectable pop.
You think so?
Yeah, he gonna be more filled out.
Power at 135.
He gonna be more filled out though. That's what I'm saying.
He'll definitely feel better. And then
he ain't gonna have. I'm not saying he gonna have crazy pop, but don't be surprised if he got a little bit more. You feel me? His shit more flashy. His shit more. You feel that shit a little more. That's all. Yeah, I ain't saying it's gonna be no crazy shit.
I don't get me wrong, bro. I respect Haney and his fall and shit. I don't like how
his body's gonna be more comfortable, definitely at 140.
Is they fighting for the belts at 140?
Yeah, for the WBC.
Yeah, they fighting for the WBC. That's why he's trying to keep his fucking belts at lightweight.
So wait, what the fuck? Because I be getting confused and shit when it comes to like the belts and shit. Like
it's the green one.
You know, if you get belts at 135, you can go up to 140 and still.
Yep. Well, it depends because he just defended. Look, it's gonna look. They gonna show that nigga hella love because he just defended his titles twice in 9 months. So he gonna get all the leeway in the world for the undisputed shit. That's why I don't really fuck with this shit for real, because it's irritating me. Because I know they about to let the nigga keep his belts. He's gonna have to come down and defend at a certain point in time. But I don't know. You feel me? I don't know what that shit about to be.
But if he fight, is mandatory or something? Or Shakur? Like I heard some of his Haney mandatory. Who is it, Shakur or Tank?
Shakur is the mandatory. So
he the mandatory.
Well, they both the mandatory. Shit, my fault.
Yeah, I don't want to see nigga Tank on long ass time, bro.
They both the mandatory for real, because that nigga, if Devin was to move up and vacate belts, Tank could be elevated to super champ right now. That nigga be a super champ. And then niggas, even though you feel me, the regular belt is the more original belt.
I don't even think Tank gonna fight him for the belts. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm saying he's gonna be elevated. So he's not gonna have to fight anybody. It's gonna be the same shit like when Floyd retired and Keith Thurman got moved up. Or when Ugas beat Pacquiao and got moved up to the super champ. It's gonna be some shit like that. You feel me?
I can't wait for this Spence fight though, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole bunch of good fights on today. I was watching them fights yesterday. My nigga Dante Benjamin got a draw. That shit was shocking.
Who's that?
He fought on Big Baby card. He got a first round knockout about a month ago, not too long ago. He ended up fighting the same damn near same month. Wanted to stay active. I thought he won the fight, but his last 2 rounds he was really tired, so that could have went into the majority draw. But I thought he won. But can't be mad at a draw.
Jared Anderson ain't really that though, bro.
And he fight next month too. He fight August 29th. He trying to stay active.
Y'all watching that Calvin Ford and Bullet fight?
Yep. Hey, don't be surprised if Big Baby new trainer is Bozianis, bro.
Oh yeah.
He's been in Philly a lot, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. I seen that shit. Word.
He's been in Philly damn near 25-8. Like Bozy fuck around and be his trainer for real, bro. That nigga gonna have Andy Boots and fucking Big Baby.
Yeah, they got a little stable going over there too. Shit.
Damn.
That'd be a crazy ass stable. That you feel me? That's some Derrick Jones, what you trying to do type shit.
Yeah. Don't be like I said. Don't be surprised if what's the name, Coach Calvin, bro. I don't want to be sleeping on Calvin, bro. I feel like he got some shit up his sleeve, bro.
We for sure do. He should.
And he from my city, so it's like that nigga. You feel me? Like that nigga got some shit up his sleeve. I don't know about Bullet though. I ain't really get too much about Bullet. I wouldn't sleep on Bullet though. Calvin got some shit up his sleeve, bro. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga Dito though, they're about to become champion again.
But yeah, what do y'all think? You think Nito Donaire gonna get that or that?
Yeah, I think he gonna beat on that little Mexican. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, veteran. I think he gonna know what to do.
That nigga was looking smooth. He was looking sharp as fuck when he did his little workout yesterday in the ring, bro. I'm like, bro, this nigga 40. He look like he fucking 30.
Yeah.
Y'all not going for Cruz, bro?
No, Cruz. I think Cruz should win, but I just think I've been looking at a lot of Cabrera fights, and he has a real awkward style, bro. So I want to see how you feel me, Cruz. How he move about it.
Yeah, he does have an awkward style. He comes in like very different with them hooks and shit. I seen that.
But the one thing I will say about Cabrera is he got lapses where his hands is down, so that could end up bad.
Oh yeah, that could, cause Pitbull is a come forward fighter, bro. He don't fight off his back foot, bro. That could be a problem too, bro. Don't fight off his back foot.
I agree, and that's another thing. That's a dimension of his game he needs to add, bro. Because a lot of fighters lose fights that way, bro. Like prime example, Fulton and Figueroa. Everybody thought Brandon Figueroa won, but Brandon Figueroa can't even punch off the back foot. If the nigga could punch off the back foot, he would have won the fight.
Hey, Pitbull Cruz.
He getting moved back, not punching, not throwing shit.
Shakur Stevenson talk shit to Isaac.
Feel me? It's a difference if you fighting off the back foot, if you moving off the back foot and you're still initiating offense. But if you fighting off the back foot just to move, you feel me, just to move around that bitch, then you losing that exchange, bro.
I don't see no lateral movement from Pitbull, none of that, bro. He's just a come forward type of fighter. He tried to knock you out on the first round. And like that can also be a fucking problem.
Yeah, for real.
There's no jab come with that. None of that.
Yeah, you know what's coming. You know what's coming when you fight in Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? Can you stop it? It's just, can you stop it? You feel me?
It's like he got that. It's a Mike Tyson stance, bro. You know Mike Tyson.
Surely. He like dips in and shit with that hook and shit, like jumps into it, like kind of like Tank and shit, you know. But like Pitbull just
I
stays
wouldn't
doing that shit. And swing hooks.
I will say this though. One good thing about Pitbull is that high guard help him out a lot on defense.
I know
he might not have the best defense, but he does have fundamentally sound defense.
Yeah, he definitely
that's
has
the only
way
nigga I've
defense.
seen that can come up with a good counter for Tank uppercut, bro.
Yeah, for that style, he does have some impressive defense. Cause
who y'all talking about? Pitbull.
Yeah,
Pitbull. He the only one. He the only one who made a counter for Pitbull for Tank uppercut.
He got defense for sure.
That's right. Yeah, for that.
He's the only one who made that adjustment, bro. Out of any nigga Tank fought.
Those are
so
facts.
I gotta give him that credit.
Yeah,
those are facts.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. I feel like that got Pitbull up there is his defense. But
surely
the nigga like it just. He can't fight off his back foot. He don't got no ladder.
Because Tank fucked up his hand, and Tank still dominated the nigga.
Yeah,
but Tank fucked up his hand trying to hit that nigga. That's what we gotta. You feel me? That's what niggas gotta talk about. It's not like he just fucked up his hand trying to fuck up his hand. He fucked up his hand trying to punch Pitbull, bro.
Right.
You gotta. I mean, I want to.
That's why I always try to look at it from both sides. It's always a double-edged sword with this shit.
Pitbull got a chin. Has anybody touched the Pitbull chin at all?
I seen the only nigga I really seen land shit on him for real was Gamboa, and by that point, Gamboa didn't have that pop like he used to.
So,
yo, what's up, Lo?
Yo, H Money, what's good, brother? How you doing, man? I know I haven't chatted with you in a minute. How you been, bro? You hear me?
Damn. Yo, what up? What's up?
Yo, you can hear? How's my audio?
Yeah, you good? What up?
Chilling, man. Yo, I hear y'all talking about Gamboa, Pitbull, Tank.
We was talking about basically how Pitbull was the only one who had a counter for Tank uppercut. Yeah,
yo, bro, Pitbull, believe it or not, got very underrated defense. Cause I watched that fight, and at times when Tank was coming in with that uppercut, when Pitbull was coming in, Pitbull would do this. He would come in and he would turn like that and catch it with his guard. Pitbull is not just he's not just a come forward guy like a Brandon Reels that just come forward and get hit all day. Pitbull does got some skills. He got underrated defense. He got a pretty solid chin. Huh?
He's not no Brandon Figueroa. He might come forward and throw a lot, but he's not nearly as inaccurate as Brandon Figueroa.
Nah, bro. Like, a lot of Mexican fighters, a lot of people give them a bad rap and say that they just come forward and get hit. Not all of them, bro. If you watch Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., he had very underrated defense as well. He used to catch a lot of punches with his guard, and I see Pitbull does that as well. You know what I mean? Pitbull's a very tough, durable fighter. I got Pitbull blowing this dude out this weekend in 5 rounds.
No, he should, Lo. The only thing that I'm really questioning about him, because the nigga he fighting got a real awkward style. So
I never seen him.
He beat the shit out of Gabriel Flores in his last fight. He wiped the nigga.
So what the fuck? Be a slugger or some shit? Like, cause you saying awkward, so I'm thinking like he gonna
awkward. Like he does
like a Rolly type of awkward.
It kind of like a Rolly, a little bit.
There's different type of levels of awkward. There's different type of
style.
Yeah, there's different type of awkward. Like awkward doesn't always mean that you are like a Rolly or something like that. You could be awkward.
His stance is awkward.
Yeah, his stance, the way he throws his punches. Yeah, different angles.
Yeah, it's like
all that shit. And one thing, like I said, one thing I noticed about him is he don't always have his hands up, so that may be his downfall.
Yeah, Pitbull got to cut the distance, get inside. I never seen homeboy that he fighting, but
go watch the Gabriel Flores fight. It'll tell you a lot.
Yo, you know what I heard?
He beat the fuck out of Gabriel Flores.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question, bro. First of all, man, my guy Stephen Fulton, bro. You know what I mean? Philly, man. He took the L. He took the L the other day.
Yeah,
hopefully he bounced back from that.
Anyway, whatever the fuck the nigga name is, bro.
He knew him.
Bro, but motherfuckers keep saying, bro, he should fight Manny Pacquiao or Tank. I'm like, bro,
let him take his time.
He's too long, bro. Them niggas.
Let him at least get to 126, 130.
I agree. I agree. I agree with what you just said. Whoever said take his time. This is my pick. This is my thing with the Inoue situation. First of all, I gotta admit, I never really seen him fight like that, right? To me, he reminds me a lot of a Manny Pacquiao, but with better fundamentals. You know what I mean? His
Way better
athleticism,
fundamentals.
his
Way
footwork,
better. That shit not.
better
That shit is.
fundamentals.
Hey, low.
And
That
Yeah,
shit is
bro.
night and day.
That motherfucker could fight in the Philly shell and everything. I was like, God
yeah,
damn, like
he
what
And
the
has,
fuck,
and one
bro?
thing I slept on when I was
It was
watching
wild.
him, his jab looked
yes,
fucking amazing, bro.
educated. Inoue has a lot of attributes that
Hey,
slick black fighters have. He has the
Facts.
athleticism.
bro,
He
Like
got the
that nigga.
footwork.
down, bro.
Remember, let's
That
not
nigga
forget
was coming
Japanese
in with
niggas
the.
is very athletic, bro. Let's not forget Japanese fighters. Japanese is not like it's not like white American fighters. Japanese people are very athletic. Remember, they all into martial arts. They know how
Smart
to
as
have
fuck,
footwork.
bro. I know what you're saying.
Yep.
They smart
Bro,
as fuck,
that nigga would come in with a stab jab with the left hand,
Yeah, man.
and then he
Now,
would
bro.
still stand in the pocket with that same left hand and hit that nigga with a left hook. Like how the fuck
Yo,
you get hit with the same
yo, I
how
seen
you get hit with the
bro,
same
I was
hand
trolling,
twice?
bro. I ain't gonna
yo,
lie.
to be honest with you, I could possibly see him and Tank fighting each other, but in order for that to happen, they have to do it like the way they built Manny. You got it right now in his weight class. You don't really got
He
nobody there,
probably
right?
that, you know what I'm
Nope.
saying?
The only challenge you gonna have is when he get to 126 and fight Robishi.
Well, here's
Oh
my
fuck
thing.
yeah.
This is how they should make that happen. In my opinion, I believe they could make that
I'm
happen within
Uh,
3 fights, bro.
bro. This
yeah,
nigga,
They
cause
should.
look,
They
look,
should.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen now, Lo.
What's
This
up?
how they trying to
Talk to me.
move him.
he
They
say he
saying that he gonna
cruise,
fight
bro.
for undisputed by the end of the year. He may get a
Okay,
title defense out of that, so he may stay at 122 for one more fight. But outside of that, he's gonna move straight up to
bro. That's
126.
what I was saying. Because listen, remember when you fight Tank, right? You want to get a nice size percentage, right? In order to get that, you got to bring some accolades. So if he goes into a Tank fight with the reputation of a
With
two-time
a
undisputed,
six-time world champ,
this is what they should do. This is me. If I was his matchmakers, I would put him in there with the undisputed boy, whoever it is, because I don't know that division, right? Put him in
Marlon
with the
Tapolez,
undisputed
the
guy.
dude that beat MJ.
Okay, put him in with him, right? And then after that, I will move him straight to try to get a catch weight, like maybe 129, 128 against the winner of Oscar Valdez and Navarrete, because you want to
That'd
get a
be a good,
Mexican.
yeah.
You want to get a Mexican under his
You
belt
thinking
because
like
remember,
nah.
Manny Pacquiao. Remember, Manny Pacquiao was building a reputation of knocking off Mexican fighters. So you want to give him a Mexican so he can get more of a fan base, right? Build him up there, and then after that, now you want to give him a black fighter, another one. So one from there, give him 130. Give him, let's say, Gary Russell Jr. These are fights that he can win, and then if he gets past that, then we can see a Tank fight. And now that Tank is more disciplined, I can see Tank fighting him at 130 or 132, not 135. That'll be bringing him up too much.
If they
But I
do
think
fight,
132.
if they do fight, who you got in that fight? Who you
I
gonna?
got Tank.
I would
I
have
got
to go
Tank.
Tank, but that fight, I think that fight to me personally, if you asking me, that's a mega fight. That's bigger than
It
any
is.
fight. That's bigger than
Remember,
any fight we will
that's a
ever see, bro.
global. That's a global
That,
event,
to me,
bro.
that's bigger than Bud and Spence. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Because
Um,
if you thinking about it,
You
by the
it
think
could
time
be
they will
marketed.
fight, anyway, it will
It
be a
could be
six-time
marketed.
world champ. You will have a six-time world champ fighting a three-time world champ.
If they do it the way I said they do it, right? They give him the undisputed, and then give him the winner of Oscar Valdez, and how about that? You got a Mexican, and then you give him Gary Russell. You want to put him in there with a southpaw, a slick black fighter that's a southpaw that's going to talk a lot of shit. Put that on. By that time, you can put that like on a little pay per view. Because remember, Manny Pacquiao been doing pay per views, but he became a superstar star for real after he beat De La Hoya. Because remember, he fought Barrera, Morales, and Marquez. All them guys, he fought them on pay per view, but they weren't doing
That
crazy
Ricky
numbers
Hatton
right there.
fight put him on the map too.
Yeah, another fight that's possible for him too. Believe it or not, if not Tank Lomachenko.
That's another fight because Lomachenko said he will move down and fight him.
Yeah,
But
so
another
hopefully,
fight, I think I want to see. I
y'all,
want
bro?
to see him fight Robici.
Hey, bro, I'm watching Giovanni Cabrera, bro, and the nigga footwork decent, bro.
Yeah, that's why I said he got
Yo,
decent
Low.
footwork with an
I
awkward
feel like
style,
Cabrera
bro.
could win on the cards if he can keep Pitbull on the outside and not let him in. You
what
get
up?
Yo, Lo, I was gonna ask you. We got the fight night coming up tonight. Who you got? What's your breakdown? I want to hear it, man. Spence versus
My breakdown
Crawford.
for the fight. My breakdown, I think, is gonna be the fight. I think out of remember we had mega welterweight fights, right? In the '80s, we had Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. In
Yo,
the '90s, we had Trinidad and Oscar. Trinidad and Oscar didn't live up to the expectations. Neither did Floyd and Manny. I think now this is gonna break that. I think now this fight's gonna measure up to Tommy Hearns and Ray Leonard. I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think both guys are gonna go down, but I think Terence Crawford has more tools in his toolbox. I think somewhere in the later rounds, Crawford's gonna catch him, similar to the way he caught Benavidez with a punch in between Errol's offense, and I got Crawford stopping him probably within between 9
But
and
listen
12
to this.
rounds or probably decision.
Everybody going for Bud, bro. But listen to this though, bro. If you fighting somebody, right? And they
Yeah.
jab, they jab. Come on, bro. Like you gotta really realize it though, bro. Like if a motherfucking jabbing you, bro, and he got combos coming behind that shit, bro, and they hurt, bro, what you gonna do, bro?
And you gotta look at how they jabbing you too, because like I said, bro, it's different
Because the jab
dimensions to
can
the
fuck up
jab.
your
Like a
timing as
nigga could be
well,
throwing
bro.
a basic
You
one
know what I'm
jab.
saying?
Yeah, you right.
Fuck up
A
your
nigga could be constantly changing his jab up on you. Stab
That's
jab,
the, yo,
run
you
up
right,
top,
bro.
jab,
And the
jab,
thing,
stab, jab. Like Floyd used to do that shit all the time, bro.
and
And
the thing
niggas would
about
never
Errol
catch
Spence,
on. Cause
the
you
thing
can't.
about Errol, yeah, the thing about Errol Spence. See, I'm glad you made that point, bro. Errol Spence, as great as he is, right? He doesn't really. He throws the same spear jab. You know, he doesn't really mix it up. You know, there's different types of jabs. You sometimes you gotta flick it. You know, sometimes you stab with the jab.
Sometimes you gotta
You can
blind a
flick
nigga
it.
with the jab.
Yeah, you can feint it. You can paw with it. You jab with your
You
head
could
off
just
the
have that
line.
bitch in his
Yeah.
face just to blind him
Yeah,
and come with another hand.
he doesn't really switch up his jabs like that. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
think
no,
Crawford
and
has timing.
another thing you see a lot too when Earl goes to jab to the body, he'll be reaching. I feel like Bud is gonna catch him with that hook. You know how Bud will like lead back and hook? Yup. Like he gonna
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see that.
Crawford
Earl
got
reaching
great
with that body
reflexes.
shot.
Yeah, shit, bro.
Believe it or not, Crawford, as fundamental, as skilled as he is, Crawford is a little bit awkward in a little way. Sometimes it looks like he's wide, but his athleticism allows him to get away with certain things. I think the punch that's going to do damage for Bud later in the fight is going to be the uppercut. The same way he put down, I
Yup.
think it was, I'm fucked up with the names. Which Benavidez is it? I know
Jose.
Jose Benavidez.
He
Yup.
put
The
a
way he
couple
caught,
niggas down with that uppercut, bro. I was watching, I forgot who he was fighting. I think it was when he was at 140 or 135, but he came in on an uppercut. He stepped in like he was about to punch and then stepped out and
he did
then
it to
came with the
Gamboa too.
uppercut. Like it was some crazy shit.
Yeah, he's
He
nasty
did it
with
to
that
Gamboa
uppercut.
too, bro.
It's that
He
shot
did
you
it to
don't see
Gamboa.
coming either. He'll do that uppercut and then that hook with it too. So right
Cause
after
that
he
nigga,
threw the
like he
uppercut,
stepped in like he was about to punch
Yeah,
with a jab or like a
he
hook.
cooking.
Then he
That's what he
pulled
did
then
to.
he full step
But you
back
know what I like
to
about this?
recounter his get his center of gravity and shit, and he came through with that bitch. I'm like, damn.
But
That's
you
what he did to Avenesian, the uppercut, and he did the uppercut and then lined him up with the hook right afterwards. If I'm not correct.
I'm about to
yup,
tell y'all
you
what
correct.
fight that was,
I
bro.
ain't gonna lie, bro. I fuck with the matchup because not everybody's one sided, bro. Everybody's like thinking, you know what I'm saying? They think that each fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right,
Cause yeah, both guys
some
they
people
have
may think Terrence might win, some people may think Errol might win. So this is a
Earl
good
could win.
matchup, bro. It's 50
He
50.
could win. Yeah,
yeah, both
Errol
of these
could
guys have
definitely
so
win.
much ways to win.
Yeah, and the reason why I say Errol could win because this is both guys have the attributes to nullify each other. Like to fight a guy like Bud that could box and move around, you got to be able to cut the ring off. Errol Spence is one of the best fighters coming forward.
I said the same shit. You can go keep
He
going.
knows how to cut the ring off. You know what I mean? Errol Spence is a combination of a black fighter and a Mexican fighter, but he has more athleticism than a Mexican fighter. But he has the jab, you know, so he knows how to cut the ring off. He don't just follow you around. He cuts the ring off effectively. He goes to the body.
Put you to
And
the
Terence Crawford could box, and then Terence Crawford got the power to keep you off of him too. So it's gonna be an interesting fight. I can't wait, man. And I hope the fight does a million pay-per-view buys. Those guys deserve all the money in the world for it. And you know they carry themselves very respectful. There's no trash talking between them, but it doesn't take away from the fight we're gonna see. This isn't like Tank and Ryan where it was a lot of talk. You know, because Tank is an A-level fighter. Ryan is it's not on that level. You know what I mean? These are two proven guys. So I know that even though they're not trash talking and stuff like that, they're not making asses out of themselves. They're gonna perform in that ring. And
I found out what fight it was. It was that Kavaliauskas fight. It was the second
God bless
knockdown after because he pushed him, he hit him. Look, he can't. I'm about to tell you now. So they fighting in the middle. He hits him with a left. He hits him with 2 left hooks, push him back to the rope. Bud comes up immediately, sits down like he's about to go to the body, but he steps back and hits him with a right uppercut.
That was the last knockdown, right?
That was the second knockdown. I think he knocked him down 3 times.
Yeah, I saw that fight live too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
He stepped in like he was about to throw a left hook and stepped back and threw a right uppercut. I'm like, oh my God.
I saw that fight live, bro. I saw that fight in the Garden. That was the same night when Theo fought Comey. And believe it or not, Velasquez was giving him
he was getting some good punches.
Yeah, Velasquez was counterpunching a lot in that fight. He was catching them with good shots, and then Bud started walking them down because a lot of European fighters, they don't fight that good when you walk them down with pressure. And Bud started walking him down. Because when I saw that fight at first, I was getting kind of worried because he was hitting Bud with some shit early on. He even knocked him down. I don't care what anybody say. That was a knockdown. But Bud broke him down and he destroyed him at the end of the day.
He started that uppercut was crazy because he applied pressure like he was throwing some shit to the body and pulled back so fast. Like,
yeah, that's the thing about Bud too.
I wouldn't have even expected no uppercut right there.
That's the thing about Bud too. He's tricky. If he hits you with a shot that gets your attention and shit, like I noticed that's when you see him like switch into southpaw or orthodox. Like he'll make you think too while you're trying to recover too, and that's what fucks people up too. Like you said, like he had him like hurt a little bit or thinking about that shot and shit, and then he came in like he was gonna rush him, and then he came back and shit. Like he gonna make you think while you hurt too. And
man.
That's just psychologically like draining. It's really draining in there, like to like physically like endure that, and then mentally at the same time. Like, yeah, you see when Crawford be like fucking switching his stance too, it be when his opponent is most vulnerable too, like when they're like on their back foot or like hurt, like from a shot.
Sometimes he switches right off the bat. Let me ask you a question. I don't mean to get off the Bud topic real quick. What you think about Devin Haney fighting Regis Prograis now that it's official for October?
I think he's gonna beat Regis.
I heard he's trying to keep the WBC belt though, man. That's not right. If he's gonna move up, vacate those belts because I want to see Shakur and Noma fight for them at least.
Look, they gonna sugarcoat to him. It's fucked up because they gonna sugarcoat to him. They gonna cater to him because he done had 2 fights in the last 9 months. So they looking at it like, oh, he been active as fuck. They might, you feel me?
Yeah.
So now
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Don't be surprised. Just like I told H Money too about Loma. I told H, don't be surprised if Loma pulls it off. Don't be surprised if Regis. I don't know if Regis could win because I think Haney's a lot more skilled. But if Regis crack him with some shit, I'm telling you, Regis gonna do damage. Jose Linares hurt him bad. Regis might knock him down. Don't be surprised. He might get him out of there. You know, he got the power to hurt him. Like Regis Prograis, he really hit like that. And I'm not judging Regis off that last fight. He was fighting at home. He probably was put too much pressure on him. Things happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you show me that you a good fighter 20 times, but you have 1 bad performance, I'm going off the 20 times where I see you perform. So I'm not putting emphasis on that. Let's not forget people thought Lomachenko lost against Ortiz, and nobody gave him a shot against Devin Haney to see what happened. So this is gonna be a good fight. I got Haney winning. Yeah. Speaking of Tio, you heard about Bob Arum? What he said, right?
What's that?
Bob Arum said that him and Tio had dinner. Everything went well. Tio's head is on right, and he wants Tio to have a mega fight sometime either December Heisman night or he wants him to have a big fight Super Bowl weekend.
I think those are the moves. I think those are the moves against fucking Devin Haney and shit. And then after that, I feel like
they mentioned Jose Ramirez too.
That's the fucking fight.
This is what that fight ain't gonna happen. I would like for that shit ain't happening, bro. Tank is right now what they're doing with Tank.
Lo, my bad to interrupt. You think that they're gonna fucking wait for Tank and Tio to go to 147 for a mega fight like this one is?
But why would Tank go to 147 if he?
Can 7 is crazy.
I think Tank
like down the road though. Like eventually Tank is gonna be at 140 and shit.
Don't go to 147 though, bro. You just take 40.
This is my take on Tank real quick. What I think they're gonna do with Tank. Now that they know there's a potential mega fight with Inouye, right? They're not putting. They're not going to risk Tank. Tank is not going to fight none of the 4 kings right now. I think for Tank, they're going to give him Chris Colbert, and then they're going to give him Pitbull Cruz or either whichever order, just to keep him some fights that he can win, right? Yep. And then By that time, Inouye should have 2 or 3 fights under his belt where he's moving up gradually, and then we're gonna see that first. So back to Teofimo, they talking about potential opponents: Jose Ramirez or Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney. My thing is, if it was me, I'd rather Teo fight in this because I want him to stay active. I'd rather him fight in December. Give him somebody like
you said Tank gonna fight Chris Colbert. No, he not, bro. That's not true, bro. And you making it seem like Tank ain't gonna try to fight nobody. Tank said he want to fight Shakur. He said he wanted to fight Devin Haney.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
They
You
said
making it seem like Tank
But Devin Haney ain't there no more.
on anyway. Who's fights at 122, bro?
But Devin Haney moved up. Shakur's not a champion yet, so I don't see Tank fighting Shakur yet. You know what I mean? And like I said, even
fighting Loma though.
Chris Colbert is not a champion. Tank don't even care about belts, so what? It doesn't matter if Tank fighting a champion.
Chris Colbert is I'm not crazy about that fight. Don't get me wrong, I'm not.
Yeah, no. Tank
the
never
only
said
thing
nothing
about that fight.
I ain't never heard nobody on Tank team. They going to the Pitbull fight, so that they want the Pitbull rematch. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say nothing about no Chris Colbert, bro. That's some bullshit.
Well, I heard something about that. They was thinking about that. They didn't mention that he's a possibility.
On a bullshit channel, maybe on the other channels, but Tank team ain't said that. Coach Calvin ain't said nothing. Coach Kenny ain't said it. Tank ain't said it. That's somebody on another channel said, bro. And you spreading that, bro. Like that shit is not gonna happen. And you actually trying to make it seem like Tank ain't trying to fight nobody, and he'll be waiting on the Inoue fight.
It's gonna be a while for Inoue to hit that 135.
Bro, Inoue fight at 122. He's not sitting around waiting on Inoue. Tank said he wanted to fight Shakur. He said Shakur's name.
Yeah, but Tank also said that he sees Inouye as his mega fight.
Well, that's a big fight. It is a
that's
big
his
fight,
Manny
bro.
Pacquiao to Floyd. You know what I'm saying? That's like Manny Pacquiao Floyd.
Fight, but Shakur is a big fight too. We want to see Tank versus Shakur.
That's a high level skill fight.
That's doing numbers too.
If Tank fights
Shakur don't want it with Tank or something, why Shakur don't be saying Tank name?
That's gonna be like another spin.
Why Shakur ain't said Tank name then?
He said his name.
He talking about Loma. He sure ain't said nothing about Tank. Tank out of jail.
But I will let Tank put his money right now and have spend some time with his kids, bro. He was in jail on Father's Day and all that shit. It's like you know what I mean? Like,
hey, Lo, when your boy Shakur gonna see Jermaine Ortiz, bro? Another fellow Puerto Rican brother.
Pitbull ain't beating Shakur.
Jermaine Ortiz can't even make weight from what I'm hearing.
Bro, I already know what happened with that. Y'all keep making that excuse. The man explained what happened.
Shakur
explained he took the fight with an injury.
He said he had a back injury.
He didn't make the weight because he was injured, bro.
He said he had a back
injury. He explained it. So
the thing with Shakur,
gonna fight him.
Shakur's having trouble having fights with anybody. Nobody want to fight him. He stepped to Kambosos. Kambosos don't want to
said he got to fight in September though.
Yeah, okay, I got you. But Jermaine Ortiz said he wanted to fight Shakur, and he called out Shakur, and he showed up to Shakur's fight in Shakur's hometown, Brick City. But you act like that didn't happen, Lo. You act like Jermaine ain't showed up to his fight in Brick City and called him out.
Yeah, but Shakur want Lomachenko or Devin Haney type fight.
So
Devin Haney ain't gonna happen.
So he don't want no smoke with Jermaine.
It's not about he don't want Jermaine. He's trying to get a title fight right now. Devin Haney moved out of that division, so he's trying to see if those belts are gonna get
a title shot anyway.
Say that again. Yeah, but that's not solidified yet. Devin Haney might get stripped of those belts, and they talk about Devin Haney might get stripped, and the WBA and I think the WBC and the WBO are going to be up for grabs possibly for possible unification, which we never seen before. Unification of two vacant belts between Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko. That's what they're trying to do.
Lomachenko about to fight Kambosos, bro. Lomachenko, his own coach said that they concerned about Shakur. They worried about that fight. They would rather fight Tank Davis, who fights on PBC. Tank Davis, who ain't fought Loma in years, who never wanted to fight him. They still trying to fight Tank, but they don't want to fight Shakur Loma.
I'm okay with Loma versus Tank too. I've been said that because Lomachenko does deserve.
Loma gonna fight Kambosos. Kambosos called out Loma, and you know that's an easier fight for Loma. Kambosos got the IBO belt. He already got an IBO. So I think Lomachenko gonna fight Kambosos over Shakur because Shakur is too tough. He know he
If
can't beat Shakur.
Lomachenko fights Kambosos, then I would say the next best fight that's realistic and available for Shakur would be Jermaine Ortiz.
So
But
you'll
right
be
now,
done making excuses for Shakur not to fight Ortiz. You'll be done making excuses.
they ain't making excuses. The point is, he trying to get he want Lomachenko. He couldn't
But
get Devin Haney.
so he don't want Jermaine Ortiz, the man that beat up Lomachenko for real.
He'll destroy Jermaine Ortiz, man.
Show
But
me.
what I'm
Then.
saying is,
Show me. You
what
ain't.
I'm
You gotta
saying,
show me. You gotta show me, Lo.
We gotta. Well, shit. Jermaine Ortiz gotta fight. We gotta wait on that anyway.
Well, right after his fight, he could have fought. He could have fought Jermaine Ortiz. Instead, he wanted to go fight Yoshino. Come on, bro.
Yeah, we definitely want to see that fight. Ortiz and fucking Shakur. Shit.
Come on, Lo. Y'all could have been fought Ortiz, Lo. Come on, man. Y'all want to go fight Yoshino, Lo. Come on,
but
bro.
hey,
Give a fellow
he
Puerto
was,
Rican brother a chance.
yeah,
Give
but
a fellow Latino brother a chance. Give
he
him.
was,
I'm
he was
saying give
chasing that Haney fight though,
give
man.
He
another
gonna get that
Latino
nigga
brother
a
a
chance,
chance,
and when
though.
he do, he gonna
Give
beat his
another
ass.
Latino brother a chance, though, Lo.
He
Give
gonna
another
beat his
Rican brother a
ass when
chance,
he
though.
do. What?
And
If he
Jermaine, bro.
can't get Lomachenko, I'm okay with that fight. But you know,
So I don't want to
Lomachenko's
hear
not
no
allowed
more
to fight
excuses
nobody.
then. I don't want to hear no more excuses after this. Because Loma about to fight, he about to fight Kambosos. Kambosos, he already called out Loma, and they were supposed to fight each other in the first place before Devin Haney got the Kambosos fight. It was supposed to be Loma versus Kambosos. Now that
Yeah.
Loma is back, they about to fight each other. And Loma, his own coach, he said that Shakur is way too tough. They don't want no smoke with Shakur. And then Shakur actually reached out to Loma and said, let's fight. And Loma was like, man, I got unfinished business with Devin Haney. He
Yeah.
wouldn't agree to fight Shakur at that point. Even
Believe it
then.
or not, if Devin Haney manages to pull that shit off and keep that WBC belt like he's trying to do, if he can keep that belt, I won't be surprised if Devin Haney after the Regis fight, assuming he wins, because that's not going to be easy. Assuming he wins, he might double back and go back down to 135 for the Loma rematch.
He said he can't make the weight already, brother. He been struggling to make the weight, and now he just holding
So why
on
he's trying to keep the belt though?
to hold up
Why
the
is he trying to keep the
division.
belt though?
To hold up the division. What do you like?
Yeah, that shit
Just to be an
crazy.
asshole, just to
That
be a
shit
bitch about it,
ridiculous.
bro.
Just
You
to,
know?
That's
just to
corny,
say they
man.
was undisputed to the end
Yeah,
of the
just to
year.
say they undisputed.
That's corny.
Fuck.
That's what they're gonna. The people are corny, bro. That's what he's
He's
gonna do.
already
He's
undisputed.
gonna hold on to
Wait,
the belt as long as possible.
he can't say he's undisputed in two divisions. He ain't gonna try to do that shit because that 141 is not gonna last too long. Because after if he beat Regis, he fight Tio. That shit is over for him there. The game's gonna stop right there when he fight Teofimo. If he fights Teofimo,
Yup.
or if we go back down to 135 and fight, if he fights Shakur, that shit's gonna end right there too. Lomachenko, he might beat Lomachenko convincingly the second time around because he's only getting better and Loma's getting younger. I don't think it's gonna be like the first
Hey
fight.
man, y'all gotta stop this Haney bullshit. I listen, I ain't try to come on here, but this Haney bullshit is almost like y'all know what the fuck going on. Talking about he gonna go to 140 and you wouldn't be surprised if he come back and fight Loma. Of course we wouldn't be fucking surprised. Loma gonna be about 37, 38 years old. That's why he ain't wanna fucking fight him now. The fuck he going to fight Regis for? And come back down for?
Take his
And try
belt.
to hold on to the fucking belts for? Stop this fucking nonsense, man. That's why all this shit coming to an end. I'm letting you motherfuckers know. This shit coming to an end tonight. This fucking running, ducking, when you want to fight, when a nigga 36, 35, this shit coming to an end tonight. Yeah, I said it.
You
Tonight.
talking crazy.
Tonight. I ain't talking crazy. I'm
My
talking
nigga
like
be
I got a
saying,
whole bunch of fucking sense and I
saying
know
the
what the
truth.
fuck I'm talking about. And I'm going to show you niggas tonight.
I feel it.
What tonight got to do with Devin Haney?
It's got a lot to do with fucking Devin Haney. That's a real motherfucking champion fighting tonight. Devin Haney is a fucking sucker. He looking for a nigga that done already had his ass kicked so he can do the same thing. He know they get their ass kicked. That's who he want to fight. Put his ass in the ring with a motherfucker with a zero.
Man,
He don't
Shakur
want
on
no
some
nigga with no
bullshit, bro.
zero.
So they seen Shakur yesterday, and they asked Shakur, "Is Devin Haney ducking?" And he would have answered. He would have answered, and he was like, "I don't want to get into the promotion of that fight."
I mean, H, at this point, what does he have to do, H? Hey, H,
Yeah,
at this
some
point, he don't
bullshit,
even
bro.
have to
All that
answer
be
that
known
shit.
for ducking. He's walking around calling Pitbull Cruz a duck. He said
Hey,
Pitbull Cruz
H,
didn't want to fight me, but he won't say Devin Haney ducked the man that disrespected him with that low ball offer, bro.
hey, H,
Gave him
this
that
is what
bad
I'm gonna
time
say
frame.
about this. This is what I'm gonna say about that, H. At some point with fighters, it's just like Andrade used to run behind Canelo. At some point, once everybody know what the fuck going on, and we obviously know what's going on, there ain't no more to keep doing it because now you
I think
ruining
Shakur
boxing.
captain low key now.
But what I'm saying is you're gonna ruin boxing if you keep doing it. That's why Andrade ain't nowhere to be found now. If he keep doing the shit, they gonna run him out.
Yeah,
Charlos them started talking about him, they
look,
blackball that dude.
but look. So what I'm saying is, this is a new
They
video.
gonna blackball him. If he keep doing it, Tank ain't gonna fuck with him, Haney ain't gonna fuck with him, and then how you gonna ever get to the top? Think about that.
So look. So basically, they was asking Shakur, "Is Devin Haney ducking you?" He wouldn't answer the question, and he was like, "I'm not gonna get into the promotion of that fight." And he was like, "I'm just gonna say this: ain't nobody lined up trying to fight me, nigga. That's cap. Jermaine Ortiz trying to fight you. He lined up to fight you, nigga."
That nigga fight in September.
Yeah, he do got to fight in September. I didn't say he did it, but I'm saying he want to fight Shakur. He
Let's
been
make the
said
fight
that, so
after
Shakur keeps
September.
saying nobody
I
lined up trying to
don't
fight
think
me.
there's nothing wrong with no dude that is at a lesser level that want to fight you. I think that's gonna always be the case because people want to be better than you, and they're gonna always
That's a
come for
fact.
you. The problem, what I'm saying to you is, I respect what you're saying, and I know because I told you yesterday, I want Shakur to say more about it and to keep the shit going. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you like this: in the sport of boxing, it's just like Crawford. If you don't shut your fucking mouth, that's why Crawford shut his mouth. You don't remember Crawford doing that too? Crawford say, I think Earl want the fight too. That's how he got the fucking fight. Because he had the fucking goddamn change.
He
If
should have
he
called out
didn't,
Devin Haney for ducking, bro. When
if he didn't,
they asked him
he
straight
would
up,
have never got this fight.
look, they asked him straight up, is Devin Haney ducking? And the nigga didn't even answer the question. He ducked the damn question until we went into some other shit. I want to get into the promotion that he said, as of right now, I'm trying to fight Lomachenko. He not even trying to fight Devin Haney no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? And on top of
I
that,
don't.
bro,
I think he do. I think
he
he
chasing
do.
a man that don't want to fight him in Lomachenko, bro. He
Hey,
chasing
my
a man that
personal
don't want to
opinion of
fight.
it, H. This is my personal opinion. I think he does, but I also think he understands that them niggas done already did it. Them niggas got the belts. And if you don't do what the fuck they say and quiet down, you ain't gonna never fucking fight. Because if he can't get Tank, I'm just gonna say something. If he can't get Tank and he can't get Haney, I'm just gonna be honest. He can beat Andy Cruz. He can beat Loma. He can beat everybody in the fucking world. He will never be considered the best if he can't get them two niggas in the ring. And that's how they did Bud. They did Bud the same way. But Bud lucked up and got this nigga in the ring. That's why they say it's over. You can't hide him no more. You can't hide him no more. And just like Devin, and like Devin, I'm saying the same thing. Devin is hiding, nigga. Devin beat a fucking Cambosa who really is a C-level fighter. He beat a Loma who he really could have, should have rematched right after. And now he looking for a Regis that then already been beat up and look very vulnerable. He going for niggas that keep getting their ass kicked. He won't go to no nigga that can fucking fight and he know he undefeated and he got a 0. Go fight one of them.
In other words,
he ain't beat Loma, bro. He ain't beat Loma,
not going after nobody that got momentum, bro.
He ain't beat
You
Loma,
heard?
bro.
In other words, Devin Haney's not going after anybody that got momentum right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's my whole point, Lo. I'm not being Lo. I'm just being honest, bro. If it's like that, I'm gonna call it out. In the same way with what he's saying about Jermaine Ortiz, I'm gonna hold Shakur responsible too. Because if Shakur can't get Loma done already told you he don't want to fight you. Devin Haney don't want to fight you. You gonna have to fight Jermaine Ortiz, man, because this shit fucked up around here in boxing. We know that nigga a punk, but that don't mean you gotta be a punk.
Facts.
Now the thing with Lomachenko, right? Lomachenko, he don't want to fight Shakur, right? But if somehow, some way, if Devin Haney gets stripped of those belts, and I hope that happens, I'm pretty sure Lomachenko would fight Shakur if it means he's going to be fighting for 2 belts.
You know what they're gonna do if that happens, Lo? You know what they're gonna do if that happens? Let me tell you what they're gonna do. They're gonna put Lomachenko in the ring with Cambosos, and they're gonna put Shakur with somebody else, and then they're gonna make the Loma.
Yep.
They're gonna make the Loma and Shakur because that makes better business. They don't want to put Loma in there with Shakur at the beginning because they already know what's going to happen with that. Bob Arum even know.
If it's not going to be Lomachenko and Shakur, then I got to agree with H as far as the next best fight for Shakur will be Jermaine Ortiz. Because even though Jermaine got the L on his record in the eyes of many, that was still that was more than a moral victory. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could lose a fight and your stock could still go up even after a loss. Like Lomachenko, for instance, he took that L against Devin Haney, but to the eyes of most people feel like he won that fight. So if Loma was to land a big fight, let's say, for instance, Lomachenko was to land a Tank fight, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean?
Hey, I agree with what you just said, though. I agree with what you just said. Lo, I'm with you. Hey, Lo, I'm with you. Jermaine and Shakur. I'm with you. Jermaine and Shakur, Kambosos and Loma. Because Loma doesn't want Shakur. He's not ready at this stage of his career. He already know what that boy did to him at 17 years old. He's not ready for Shakur. But what I'm saying to you is, I agree. Jermaine should get in there with Shakur for a vacant belt. Devin Haney need to go ahead. Go, man. We gonna let you go. We're not gonna talk about you, but go. Just leave. Just leave the fucking division.
Yeah, if
you
gonna
stay around playing in the division, I'm gonna ride your ass. Just go. Go to 140.
Yo, Cam, you said Loma and Inoue, yeah.
They gonna end up fighting. Loma said he wouldn't mind moving down. He said
if Loma could make 130 or 120, you know what I mean? But either way, man, like
he fight 126. Right, he wouldn't care.
See, that's a setup. See, that's the perfect setup fight.
Fuck yeah.
To land a Tank fight. If let's say Nui was to fight, but then again, Loma by that time would probably already got beaten by Shakur if they fight. If Loma could meet a Nui like at let's say 129 or 129, right? Remember,
Inoue not losing under 126. I'm just saying, under 126, ain't nobody beating that dude.
See, this is how Manny Pacquiao became a global star.
That's a fact, D2.
After Manny beat Oscar, he had that fight with Ricky Hatton. You had two global entities. That will be Inouye's Ricky Hatton. I'm not trying to say Loma's way better than Ricky Hatton, but what I'm trying to say, you got two fighters that are from other countries. It will be like a soccer event. You know what I mean? You got Lomachenko versus Inoue. And then if Inoue can pull that off, then that will be Tank versus Inoue, which would be like the modern day Floyd versus Manny. Probably even better because you got both guys that could really bang. So it will be a better fight than Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. And hopefully they don't drag it out as long as that. You know what I mean? Like and believe it or not, Inoue it's crazy I'm about to say this. Inoue, if he can carry the strength to 130, I like his chances with Lomachenko because Lomachenko doesn't like punching power. When you go to his body, he doesn't.
You ain't never seen Loma. You ain't never seen Loma in there with no motherfucker that's his size though. Loma don't fuck around when you're in there with his size. Now I will say this: I don't think nobody beating him at 126 because I think it would be a big cut for Loma. But at 130. It's gonna be hard to bet against Loma, man. Anybody that's made like Loma with the same arm distance, it's gonna be a tough fight. Now I do like Inoue a lot, and I can see Inoue winning too. But that's gonna be a tough fight. Loma ain't nobody that lose to no dude with little arms. That's why Tank taking his time with his ass. Tank ain't
Loma hasn't fought in that weight class in a while though, bro. Loma, that's the thing.
If his hand speed is like that, like I seen the other day. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it'll be a good fight, but what I'm telling you is you got to remember, Roman has been in here with some big ass 140 pounds.
Yeah, he lost.
But them hands are fucking quick too. Like I said, like fast.
All three of Lomachenko's losses, like you said, bro, were against bigger guys. Orlando Salido was a bigger, stronger guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Was bigger.
All I'm saying is it's a good fight. I'm saying it ain't no pushover.
Oh yeah,
if you wait 2 more years, like a lot of these motherfuckers waiting, like I don't even want to say that because people get offensive. Like I said, I'm a boxing fan. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna go ahead and say it though. Like Tank, he gonna call Loma out in another year or two. He just waiting.
If Lomachenko, man, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Y'all know he ain't lying. Don't be mad. He just waiting. He gonna fight him. He gonna fight him.
And I've been said this, bro. I've been said this after Lomachenko Devin Haney fight. I said at the time, shit, I wouldn't mind Tank versus Loma because Tank could be like, you know what? I want the uncrowned champion, the guy that beat Devin Haney. I want Lomachenko. And just to be able to fight Lomachenko and try to be the first one to really to stop him, you know what I mean? That'll be a good feather in his cap. You know what I mean? But
we want to see that shit right now.
And Lomachenko deserves that because Lomachenko is a living legend. He's been around
gonna fight him. It's just a matter of what age he gonna be when he fight him. But I promise you, he gonna fight him.
Not if Shakur gets him. If Shakur gets to Lomachenko first, then Shakur gonna beat that ass.
If Shakur gets to him, he ain't gonna want to fight him because Shakur gonna make him look bad because they different style fighters.
Yeah, I think Shakur gonna beat him bad.
And then Tank and then wonder why they always have something to say after he fights a motherfucker, man.
That's what the thing with Tank is this, man. Tank has all the attributes and ability to be the best fighter in the world, right?
Yep.
The thing I have with Tank is that Tank has a lot of nemesis that he never addressed and faced. Like, in my opinion, Tank should have been took care of Tevin Farmer back in the day, right? And I love Tevin Farmer. He's from Philly.
Man,
he should have been for Tevin Farmer.
I ain't gonna even lie. Even though
he should have. I agree with you.
That.
I agree with you, but he should have been for them. Tank should have been for Gary Russell.
Yep.
He should have been for Gary Russell. He should have been for Loma before Tio did. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's why these guys, right?
I think Tank would beat all them dudes, but I agree with you. He should have fought them.
Yeah. See, Tank. Tank still got a chance to. Because Tank right now is like borderline. He's the face of boxing, American boxing. Between him and Canelo's on his way out. Tank is the face of boxing, but Tank. To be, it's the first time that the face of boxing is not even in the top 5 pound for pound. Tank got to start doing the pound for pound shit right now. Tank, Floyd built himself into a pound for pound fighter before he became the face of boxing. Floyd was fighting. He had fights in his career where he was an underdog. Floyd was the underdog against Corrales. He beat Gennaro Hernandez. He beat Angel Manfredi. He beat Zad. He started beating champions. And then when he fought Oscar, by that time he was already pound for pound number 1. He just wasn't the face of boxing until he beat Oscar. Tank has guys in his division that are already building their legacy. Not their name, but their legacy is already higher than his. Devin Haney got a better resume than Tank. Teofimo got a better resume than Tank. You know what I'm saying? Tank got a deeper resume. Don't get me wrong. Tank, I'm not shitting on Tank's resume. Don't get me wrong. Tank has some good names on his resume. But he doesn't have anybody that's
gotta mix it up, man. He got some decent people on his resume, but he gotta mix it up, man. You can't go through your fucking career. How the fuck you gonna look when you go in the Hall of Fame, motherfucker, and you fought in the 2000s, and a motherfucker sit up and say, "Yeah, you remember when he beat Pedraza, Garcia, Cruz, Santa Cruz? He was one of the greatest to ever fight." Man, how the fuck you gonna say that and it ain't a motherfucking Smith, Jackson, Thompson? Ain't nobody on that motherfucker got an English name. That shit ain't gonna look right.
The crazy thing, though, is that with 19 fights and a loss, Tio has a better resume than all them guys you just named.
Yeah, and the thing about Tank is this: they always criticize. Like, example, everybody always says, "Oh, Canelo don't fight black fighters." Canelo fought some black fighters. Tank is the one that hasn't fought a black fighter.
Canelo did the same thing. I'm not finna let that shit slide either. He fighting them motherfuckers after they come from cancer, 36 years old, 37 years old. Kirkland, no fucking boxing skills, just strong. Come on, man. He ain't doing shit either. He ain't getting there with them fucking real motherfuckers.
Nah, bro, those are facts, bro.
He didn't get in there with them black motherfuckers in his division standing right on the side of him that can fight.
Mexicans, bro, that's not
Let's stop that shit, too.
That shit gonna hurt some feelings, bro, but that shit's facts, bro. The facts hurt, bro. That shit's
facts,
bro.
He ain't fought no fucking body that was on the side of him in they fucking prime is what's a fact.
Anyway, fought a black dude before him.
Every time he did jump in there with a motherfucker in their prime, guess what?
I'm gonna keep it.
Guess what? He might have got the decision, but he got his ass kicked. Laura kicked his ass. Floyd kicked his ass. Every time he get in there with a motherfucker prime.
I fuck with Tank heavy, but anyway, fought a nigga before he did.
Yeah,
and not for nothing. And we're gonna we're not gonna knock Stephen Fulton either. Stephen Fulton is a hell of a fighter. It's not like he just fought somebody. Stephen Fulton is a very good fighter, bro. He was top 15 pound for pound on my list.
He's an elite boxer, but when elite, it's a difference from an elite and a GOAT. I say that shit. A lot of people don't know that gap. It's a gap between there, and it shows.
It's a gap between great and good.
Yep.
All the other four
great and good. You can be elite, but it's different from being elite and
people don't understand. See, here's the difference. People don't understand when a person says a person is elite and great. When you say greatness, let me tell you what the first thing start with greatness. Greatness is going to start with, yes, I hate to say it, but that's dedication. dedication, like Floyd say, hard work. It's a reason why he keeps screaming that shit. It's
Amen.
no days off, bruh. It's me putting my whole life into this shit. Like Kobe say, I'm done. I gave everything I can to basketball. That's
And you
you
gotta
pouring
win
your
fights where
fucking
people
heart
think.
out. That's you
And you
pouring
gotta win
your heart
fights where
out
people
into
think
your
you can
sport.
lose, bro.
I ain't talking about you pour your heart out and then you say, I'm gonna take off this year. No, I
Yo,
ain't talking about that
bro,
shit. The shit different.
you gotta win fights that people think you can lose too. That's another thing. Every great fighter has wins over guys that people actually thought could beat them. Sugar Ray Leonard, people thought Tommy Hearns was gonna beat him. People thought, Sugar Ray Leonard came out of retirement for 3 years with an eye surgery and fought fucking Marvin Hagler in a weight class he never competed at before. When you win fights where people think there is a chance that you can lose, that's saying something. That's what we haven't had out of Tank. That's what we
And
want.
think about what you just said. Think about what you just said. When the last time
We need to
Errol
see Tank
Spence
in a
was an
fight where we
underdog?
think he could lose. We need to see Tank in
Earl
a fight
Spence
where
or
we
the
think he could
underdog.
lose.
Never.
Right now,
Today, the
the
first
first time.
time.
Yeah, but Errol Spence got
Okay,
to be
now how many
regulated.
times? Now how many times has Bud been? Oh, he gonna lose to him. How many
For
times
me,
have we heard that?
for
That go
me, I
all
ain't
the way
gonna.
back to Gamboa, to
Yeah,
Postal,
to
Gamboa.
be honest with you, at the time, I didn't really know Bud too much at the time. I had Gamboa. I was picking Gamboa going into that
Yeah,
fight.
everybody picked Gamboa. Who wouldn't back then?
Yeah, Gamboa was a phenom. Bud
Yeah,
ruined him, bro.
Gamboa was that nigga back then for sure.
And you can keep going. Postal. Then they said Brook was gonna be too big. Then they said Sean Porter was gonna get him. Then
I'm glad
Avita
you.
said he was gonna beat him.
I'm
He
glad.
was gonna walk him down. He too
Yo,
little.
you
Everybody
know what's
said
funny,
that
bro?
shit.
The thing
You
is
know
though,
what's funny?
Tank
The
need to get
Postal
in one
fight
of
was
them
a good
fights
fight.
though. Tank need to get in one of them fights though.
He has that. The closest fight. I'm gonna be real with you.
The dudes that we talking about being great, y'all gotta look at that shit, man. They don't even walk into no fights. Fucking odds be like minus 500. What the fuck? Come on, bro.
Yo, believe it or not, Tank. Like for me,
And y'all
the
think
best,
these niggas untouchable. Yeah, he untouchable if
the
you
best
fight
win
niggas that you fucking ain't got a chance against.
for me, the best win on Tank's resume, right? As far as like who I personally felt was gonna be his biggest challenge at the time, wasn't even a world champion.
And I
I thought
love these niggas. I'm sorry, Lo.
Barrios was
I'm
the best
sorry,
win.
Lo. I gotta get on this
So,
nigga in the chat. I love you niggas that keep saying Benavidez got one leg. You know why? So far, that's that nigga that done lasted longer than every one of them good niggas that y'all talking about. So I love when y'all say that nigga got one leg.
and he went 12 with Danny. And he
Now
went
don't
12
get
with Danny.
Spence in there and he don't make it to 12 because I'm gonna still be sitting up saying, damn, the one leg dude, the best one out of all of them.
Man, they better hope he makes it to
Because Sean Porter couldn't make it. Kell Brook couldn't make it. Velasquez couldn't make it. David Avenesian couldn't make it. The one leg nigga, the baddest nigga of them all.
The Pirate. Man.
Yeah.
And y'all keep throwing that one leg out there. That just make y'all niggas look bad.
They better
Jeff
hope
Horn got
he
smoked.
makes it to 12.
Jeff Horn got smoked too.
And if Earl gets smoked, what you gonna say? The one leg nigga. That's what I'm
And
gonna bring up. The one leg nigga.
And real quick to bring it back to what I was saying about Tank hasn't fought no slick black fighters. Tio fought a black fighter. Shakur fought a black fighter. I don't know if Devin Haney did yet. I know Shakur did. Shakur fought a couple of them. Tio fought Richard Coleman.
No, Devin Haney hasn't.
No, right? Wait, let me see. Did he?
Yeah.
No.
He fought the black Puerto Rican kid.
Niggas minus
So
500.
Devin Haney did. No,
You
Devin
shouldn't
Haney did.
even be able to allow to fight a nigga if you were minus
Regis was gonna be
500.
the first one for Devin.
They shouldn't even let that shit go if you were minus 500.
Yeah.
Well, Devin did fight one, but he wasn't elite. The black Puerto Ricans is black too.
When he was coming up or something?
No, there was a Puerto Rican dude that he fought. He was a dark-skinned black Puerto Rican dude. I forgot his name.
Okay.
He wasn't elite, but he was okay. But whatever. I'll give him that one. But definitely Regis Prograis. Shakur got Jamel Herring under his belt. He also got another one too. The Brazilian bull he fought, he's a black fighter. I don't care what anybody say. The one he fought from the Olympics, him also, forgot his name. And he also fought Nakatilia, another black fighter that was a puncher that went on to knock out Miguel Burchett. And then Tio got Richard Comey.
And then Jamel Herring.
We don't look into this stuff, man. We just run with stuff. We don't realize what the hell going on because the media blind us with it. Niggas sitting up saying, oh, it ain't no big deal that he switched. And you ain't fought number 2 fucking left-handers in your whole career, and you got 8 rounds in, and ain't nobody talking about this shit. Everybody
Even flirting for a
downplaying
black
this shit,
fighter.
talking about. You know what y'all saying? This what y'all saying. Oh, he got Olympia experience, so you know he done seen that shit. That shit ain't gonna make no difference. Okay, that's that dumb shit, man. You think other niggas that fought in the Olympics that's getting beat up by left hand niggas? That's just like Felix Diaz won the gold medal. Crawford beat him up left handed. He don't know how to fight a left hander. That shit is real. It's real. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. The dude fought 2 undefeated fighters his whole career. No fucking
Bro,
left.
let me ask you a question. Bro, let me ask you a question.
Watch how this shit look. I know how it's gonna look. It ain't no fucking 50-50 fight.
Let me ask you a question. Yo, what right now, right? Let me ask you a question. After the Nui fight, where do you rank Nui at this moment before the Bud?
Man, I already said it, bro. I'm a Crawford fan. I got Inouye #1 until the night.
I agree with you. Not number one. I got him at
And
number
I'm a
2.
Crawford fan. And I'm a Crawford fan.
Yeah,
I
Inouye
said
was
the
gonna
same
be
thing,
pound.
Detail.
Yeah, Inouye was gonna be pound for pound 1 for 3 days until today. And
depending on what happened in the fight, Inouye gonna be #1. Y'all might think that's hate, but I'm gonna tell you like this: if Earl win and it's not no knockout, Inouye #1 for me.
Facts, nigga. I've been saying the same shit.
Y'all might not like that. Y'all probably think I'm hating, but it's a difference between beating motherfuckers up at 4 divisions versus just winning a division. That shit has been done by everybody.
Hold on, bro.
That's pound for
I gotta
pound.
come back
That's
and
what pound for pound means.
I gotta come back at you.
That's
Just hold
facts.
on, real quick. Don't get me wrong. This is what I disagree with. You don't always have to be a multiple division champion because I'm gonna tell you why. Hear me out. Let me cook. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Y'all sound like y'all know boxing, right? You know Marvin Hagler, right? Legend.
Of course.
Marvin Hagler at one point was considered #1 pound for pound as only the middleweight undisputed champion, right?
Yes.
Roberto Duran, before he even moved up to fight Sugar Ray Leonard, was also pound for pound #1 as just being the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. So for me, I say this to say that if Errol Spence beats Terence Crawford convincingly with no controversy, whether it's a knockout or decision, as long as he beats him convincingly, for me, I'm going to place Errol Spence Jr. as #1 pound for pound as the modern day Marvin Hagler if he beats Crawford tonight. That's all I got.
That's
I don't care about how many
That's fine. We all get a chance, and I respect that. That's fine. We all get to pick our fighters. But if you want to know why I say that, what I just said, it's a difference between this. Let me explain something. If it's a 4 division champion, for example, on this Devin Haney shit, let's say Devin become a 2-time champion by beating Regis. That shit don't impress me. But when a motherfucker move up and say, I want all them belts in y'all division, and then he moved to the next one and say, I want all them belts in the division, there's no fucking competition with that for me.
Yo, you know what's impressive about Nui? You know what's so impressive about Nui, right? Because a lot of times in those smaller weight classes, and I don't mean to make it about race, but in those smaller weight classes, you don't really see black fighters in those weight classes. Most of the time, they don't. You don't see them there. So for the one that we had there, right, which was Stephen Fulton, an elite, proven fighter, the fact that Inouye was able to get that under his belt at that weight class where you don't really see black fighters there like that, you got to give him a lot of credit for that. Because think about how many great small fighters like flyweights. Ricardo Lopez, one of my personal favorites. Ricardo Lopez didn't have any black fighters, and it's not his fault. They weren't in those weight classes. Same thing with Michael Carvajal. They didn't have black fighters in those weight classes. At featherweight, you started seeing them there. Like when Morales was coming up, you had Junior Jones from Brooklyn. You had Kevin Kelly from Queens. You had Kennedy. You had remember Kennedy McKinney?
Nigga,
Pensacola, Derek Gaynor. You had Kennedy McKinney. You know what I'm saying? So those smaller fighters got a chance to build that on their resume back then. You know what I mean? Nowadays, the featherweight division, the only one there is Gary Russell.
Yeah, so I ain't no big featherweight and bantamweight. I'm not big on all of that stuff. But like I said, if I sit down and watch a fighter, at least 3-4 fights, I can pretty much gauge how good a motherfucker is. Inouye is special. I'm telling you, he's fucking special.
Come down to achievement plus quality of competition.
I don't have no problem with what they from, who they are. I'm gonna tell you when I tell you right now. Inouye at this point is looking like the best fighter.
He moved up and fought the lineal champ, the best fighter at the weight division.
Yeah, he didn't just knock him out. He outboxed him and then he knocked him out, bro.
Every fucking round, bro.
He
Bro,
showed
every
more skills
round.
than Manny Pacquiao. That way, he's like I said, he's more. I'm not gonna say he's greater because he still got a career to finish, but he showed me the athleticism and the explosiveness of a young Manny Pacquiao, but with better fundamentals. The way he was using the jab, the way he was giving him different looks, the way he
He
was
set
stabbing
up
that
the
jab.
jab to up top all
He
night.
he used the
Yeah.
Philly shell on the Philly fighter, bro.
Yeah, that's what I
Come on,
was
he
saying,
used the
bro.
Philly
What the
shell on the
fuck,
Philly fighter,
bro?
man.
What the fuck?
Y'all gotta give him his respect, man. I don't care what anybody say, man. And I
Shit
was
was
riding with
wild.
Stephen Fulton. I was riding with Stephen Fulton, man. I even met him in the gym. I went down to Greg Hackett's gym and I spoke to him over there, man. Come on, bro. I was mad as shit, but I gotta the fact that he beat one of my guys, I gotta ride for him. I
Yeah, no,
respect him.
Inoue made him eat his words, man. Cool Boy was saying, man, it's the hype and shit, man. I feel like Cool Boy might have pissed him off, bro. Like for
They
real, them hand
underestimated
raps
him,
and
man.
shit. Them
They
hand raps and
underestimated
shit.
him, man.
Inoue was like, tell me how you want it, and you gonna get it how you want it. And
He knew
man,
his footwork is crazy. He always knows how to put himself in position to land.
yeah.
He's always that's what he got over Manny because Manny had great footwork, but Manny sometimes would punch and miss. He'll be off balance and he'll get caught. Inouye doesn't do that. Inouye's always in the right position to connect, man.
Did you
And
see
once
all that
again, he
shit?
did
How
it.
he was on Cool Boy's ass as he was backing up combinations through the
So
guard,
y'all
bro.
can see, all that shit, how he put
Facts.
himself in position and how he can punch and his
Yeah.
angles, but you
And he
can't see
not
that shit
taking
when it comes to
tune-ups,
Earl and
bro.
Crawford.
He moved up and fought the best nigga at
I'm
the
just
weight
saying,
class.
y'all can see all that, but y'all can't see that when y'all come to Earl and Crawford. It's something different about Spence, huh? Y'all just say he gonna break him, but y'all don't see all the shit he just said. Y'all don't see that with Crawford, that he able to do the
Facts.
same thing what you just said.
He
Create
caught.
angles and hit people and do this shit. Y'all don't see none of that though.
Yup.
That's why
I
I
don't
picked Crawford.
understand it. It's something about that black nigga that everybody hate. I'm just a boxing fan. I'm telling you, the dude special, in a way special, Usyk special,
Yeah.
Jamel Charlo great. I ain't gonna say special. He great.
And
I
that's a
give him
Jamel
that.
fact. That's a
Charlo.
fact. Ice Trey
Jam-
Inoue doing what we want all the other fighters to do, like Devin Tank and all
Yeah.
them niggas, bro. Fight the
You know
best
what
niggas
Him,
Jamel?
in your
him and
weight.
T.O. Inoue and T.O. These
I
motherfuckers
mean,
is
Yeah,
moving
there's
up and
good
fighting the
because
best.
yeah,
you're a big person and you're athletic. There's good, but then there's great.
Yeah.
Great is when you know how, for example, when the fight get dirty, you can get dirty. When
yeah,
you need to grab,
Yup.
you can grab. It's everything to be great. You gotta have
yeah.
you can't just be
It's
big and
home. It's second
strong.
nature. Yeah, you've been there before.
Like I
That's
said,
why I
he
used
had.
to tell y'all, I'm the one who wrote Anthony Joshua, and everybody thought I was wrong. And I told y'all, I said, he ain't no real motherfucking fighter. I
Remember,
warned y'all.
only special fighters can like jump up weight classes like that and beat the. It's a difference when you're moving up in weight class just to beat a guy that has a belt. When you go to weight classes and you beat the top guy, like
The best.
Sugar Ray Leonard did that. Roberto Duran jumped up two weight classes to beat Sugar Ray Leonard, a guy that had every single physical advantage over him except for punching power. You know what I mean?
Man, I got this fight getting ugly. I got Earl getting probably damn disqualified or some shit because he getting his ass beat, maybe throwing low blows or something. For you
Nah,
niggas, just not to
I got
look
Bud by late.
because he don't want to
I
look
got Bud
bad
by
in front of
top.
you niggas because you niggas believe in him so much, he
Yo,
might get disqualified. A lot of niggas like to get through out rather than to
yo,
just get their ass beat.
yo, brother. I think fucking Derek James, he made it worse for fucking Spence. Low key, I think Bud is gonna fight even earlier. Like he
I'm
made it
telling
really
you, I
bad for
wouldn't
the
be
fighter.
surprised. You heard it here first if that nigga get disqualified on purpose for just constantly hitting in the nuts or some shit.
Mm.
Because he know.
I got Bud winning, but I believe it's gonna be a great fight. I don't think he's gonna get outclassed. I got Bud by stoppage late, but I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think both guys are gonna hit the deck for the first time in their career. Mark my words. That's my prediction. I think they're both gonna go down, but I think Bud's gonna do like the Felix Trinidad, get up right back at him, and I got Bud stopping him late. I got him
You got
stopping him like it probably. I got a late stoppage for Bud, but I think it's gonna be a great fight. This is not gonna be Stephen Fulton and Inouye. He's not. I
no.
don't think Earl's gonna get outclassed. It's gonna be a great fight.
Hey,
Yeah.
a lot of Bud fights get stopped by their corner. That's all I'm telling you. A lot of them. And I know Earl's been stopped by the ref.
I
Bud
ain't worried
get a lot
about.
of his stopped by the corner. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, we got Moretti and shit as the judges and shit. I ain't worried about no judges, man. This shit is not going to distance for real.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
hyped for
Bud's
shit for
trying.
tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm hyped, man. So let me
Yeah.
ask you a question. You having fight for like Where y'all watching the fight? Like, you having a fight party? Y'all watching y'all crib or y'all going to somebody else's crib?
Hey
What y'all
man,
doing?
big fights. I pay for them and I watch by myself. I don't let
You
nobody watch
watching
no
by
fights
yourself.
for me.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I don't like watching fights with people that don't know shit what they talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm
That's
a
what I don't
boxing
like.
fan, bro. I love that shit. I like to watch it by myself so I can focus and see everything what's going on. When I'm in a party, niggas don't know what's going on. Some niggas talking, they only looking at they fighter, they not looking at both fighters. I don't like that.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like I be zoned out. Like I could watch it at a fight party if I'm at somebody's crib, but I'm the type of person that once the fight is on, I'm telling everybody, please shut up, man. I want to hear everything, man. I
That's
don't
why
want to
you
hear
gotta do it by
this and that.
yourself.
No
Yeah, bro.
distractions.
Like,
No
yeah, man.
distractions.
I'll stay home, order me some Domino's pizza and shit, and just zone out, man.
That shit like a movie.
See, when you watch a fight with people, just like us on the channel, if you notice, I always tell H, I say I'll be back on. And I kind of like step away from you guys because everyone is going to have an opinion because that's their fighter and you cheering for a fighter. That's like when Comey and Pedraza fought. And I told everybody thought I was crazy. I said, if anything, it's a draw. He didn't win. And everybody was like, no, Pedraza won. And then it was a draw. And
I thought Comey was going to beat him.
Because everyone is listening to what we saying. Oh, he won round one, and then another person just listened to the other person and run with it. But but it's not that way, man. You got to look at what's going on in the ring. You can't just look at your fighter. You got to watch your fighter face when his head getting popped and the other fighter. It ain't just one side.
Just counting your fighters' punches.
And then not just that, when you watch a whole round, like the way to judge a round, you got to watch the whole round. You got to watch who won the first minute of the round, who won the second minute of the round, who won the third minute of the round. That's how I go by. You know what I mean? Like if you win just 1 minute of the round and the other guy wins 2 minutes of the round, I got the other guy. However,
it's crazy. It's crazy that you say that, Lo, because that's exactly how you like follow up with a round by the minute.
Yeah. However, don't get me wrong.
You got a lot of fighters like to end. They like to end the last 10 seconds on a high note, so the referees remember.
But don't get me wrong. You can still
remember that last.
But you still got to understand what they doing. If you getting your ass kicked and then you just go crazy in 10 seconds, nigga, you still lost that round.
Right. Yo, bro, you know what else I noticed? I see a lot of people, and I've been guilty of this too. A lot of times, right? People say that if somebody beats somebody, let's say 9 rounds to 3, it's an easy fight. That's not always true. Because let's say you win let's say your fighter wins 9 rounds, right? That were, semi-competitive, but then main man wins 3 rounds, but the 3 rounds that he wins, he whips his ass those 3 rounds. Even though it's not a close fight on the scorecards, it's still considered a tough fight. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep, because
it's still considered a tough fight. Yeah, because example, Teofimo and Lomachenko, right?
Yep.
A lot of people feel it was close. For me, I scored the fight 9 rounds to 3. But the 3 rounds that Lomachenko got off on Teo, Lomachenko was whooping his ass those 3 rounds. I gave Loma rounds 8, 10, and 11. Teo clearly won that fight, but it still goes down as a tough fight.
If Loma would have won that 12th round, I would have had that fight a draw.
And if Loma would have won that 12th round, that fight for me would have just been 4 rounds for Loma because I only gave Lomachenko 3 rounds. But the 3 rounds
I understand that. I'm not arguing it because I definitely think Teo won the fight. I'm just saying the reason why I say that because, like you just said, in those 3 rounds that he did win, those 3 rounds pretty much was like, motherfucker, you was about to go.
Yeah, Eminem is about to bring out Bud tonight.
Say that again.
Eminem.
I said he was about to go in them damn 3 rounds where he was getting his ass beat. So that's why I say if he would have came out and dominated 12 like that, I would have had to look at it and say, man, this dude dominated 9, 10, 11, and 12.
And that's the same
thing. It's kind of hard for me not to give him the fight because I see what's happening. If I walk away, it's like Devin Haney, for example. Devin Haney, I felt like Devin won too. But if that fight was a 15-round fight, I feel like the class and the levels were starting to show. The longer they're in the ring, the longer the different levels of boxing are going to show.
Yeah, man. Like
a detail, they got Eminem walking Bud to the ring tonight.
No,
I heard you. That's gonna be fire.
Yeah. They say he's gonna walk him to that song from the 8 Mile soundtrack. He's gonna walk him in with it.
Just like with the Tank fight, man. When Keith started
Cause
walking him out, it was
nigga
Hey, y'all
Bud
niggas,
came out
hey
with
man, listen, man.
Bud came out with a
Listen,
video
y'all
on the
niggas still
gram.
talking about Bud ain't nobody, don't
and he
nobody know.
walking
And this
second.
nigga got Eminem
He
finna
came
bring
out.
him
He
out.
Bud
walking
came out with a
second.
video on the gram, and Shakur asked him, "Do
Bruh,
you
this
want a
nigga
nigga to
got
walk to the ring?"
Eminem finna bring him out.
Yeah,
You
cause
know he
look,
gonna
he
walk
came out with a
second.
video on IG, and
If he
Shakur
ain't
asked
the
him.
most populous, he finna be the most
Shakur
popular.
asked him who you think should walk him to the ring, and Bud was like Eminem, and Eminem commented on it. He was like,
Nigga, that
he's a
nigga
Las
Warren
Vegas
Buffett
boxer.
told Floyd he wouldn't walk him out, but he'll walk Crawford out.
You know he gonna choose to walk second too after winning that coin flip.
Yeah, this shit coming to an end, bro. I'm sorry.
Yo,
You
well,
heard what Derek James said, didn't you? He know it's coming to an end. If he beat me, that mean he got 3 other people helping.
You saw how you saw how personal Derek James took it when Bomac said no more hiding.
Yeah, cause they know, bro. I just told you. Listen, I just gave y'all the rundown. It ain't just Earl. I just gave y'all the rundown. I said
let me ask you a question.
these fighters, they get in a position and they have to be the leader.
Let me ask you something, bro.
No one wants to lead to fight these top contenders that's undefeated like a Boots and Virgil. No one want to be the leader that they got to fight them first.
Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking Boots at 147, personally, that's my horse in the race. Boots. And after this fight, let's say Crawford and Spence both move up to 154 pounds, the welterweight division is not going to be as illustrious. The names aren't going to be there. It's going to be Boots. Because remember, Virgil Ortiz is moving up. We don't know what's going on with Conor Ben, right?
Right.
The only guy that's going to be there is Boots. That division is going to be kind of dry for a little while. Because Boots is going to be the only one there with some type of name. And who else? Josh Taylor might move up. Like, you don't really got nobody there. Remember,
Boots
at
gonna
one
beat
point.
the shit out of Stanionis.
Yeah, exactly. Not now.
Yep,
At
that's
one
right.
point, remember, at one point, 147, you had Crawford, Spence, Keith Thurman, Porter, Danny Garcia. You had Manny. All these guys, Ugas.
Hey,
147 is gonna. Yeah, what's up?
I'm not gonna disrespect 147 like that. What I'm gonna say is it's gonna be guys that we don't know because there's always somebody that ain't getting the publicity that they supposed to get gonna pop up out of nowhere, and
No,
you're gonna be like,
147.
oh,
147 always gonna be the glamour division, but it's gonna go through a transition stage, bro.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
I
somebody's gonna have to come up.
I
You know what I mean?
feel you.
Somebody's gonna have to
It's
come
going
up.
through one. Hey, it went through one after Floyd, and that was my whole thing. See, everybody always talks about. See, I'm not one of them guys. I'm a boxing fan. Like I said, I sit down and I watch the fighters. I believe in a fighter that come to fight and he ain't gonna fucking back down. That's a fighter for me. I don't care if he got 2 losses, 3 losses, 4 losses. All I'm saying is be a fucking fighter. I don't want no dude that got 2 losses and when you punch him real hard, he intimidated and he don't throw no more punches the rest of the fucking fight and he get out of there without getting knocked out. And then he go fight another fucking champion. You know he ain't fucking worth shit. He a quitter. And y'all keep using him to hype up other motherfuckers. That's
let me
how
ask you something, bro.
That's how I feel like the welterweight division was once Floyd and Manny got out of it. Them niggas became the men, whoever got the belt, and said, oh, I ain't fighting nobody. You ain't fought nobody and this and that. And them niggas held the belts hostages. 4 niggas held the belts hostages for 5 fucking years with nobody else getting an opportunity. Danny, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, them niggas held them belts and nobody else could get opportunities. Now,
let me ask you a question. What was the best?
Tonight is the first lead night, and let's see how it goes.
Let me ask you a question for you. For you, what was the best era of welterweights? And name the fighters. If you let me hear what you got. The best era. What you think personally was the best era at 147 to your years of watching boxing?
I would have to say the Sweet Pea. I like when the Sweet Pea era was around when you had a lot of the.
But you had Sweet Pea when he was older, Sweet Pea after he beat Chavez. Which one you talking about?
Oh, no, I like the young Sweet Pea. I don't like the old one. I like the young one.
No, but here, all right, now, when Sweet Pea was at his best at 147, right, the top guys there at the time, when he was at his best, we're talking about, was Buddy McGirt, a few other guys. Now, later in the 90s, when Sweet Pea got a little bit older, I believe the division got better. That's when you had Oscar De La Hoya, you had Tito Trinidad.
Well, they were more popular. They were more popular, I'll say.
You had Ike Corte. You had Jose Luis Lopez. But to answer your...
I like when Ike Forte and De La Hoya went the distance, but it
Now
was
for
another
me,
one Ike Forte had a tough fight with. I can't remember who it was.
yeah, he fought the Mexican dude, Jose Luis Lopez. Nobody wanted that guy. Jose Luis Lopez. He
And
dropped
Forte,
Forte
let me
twice.
tell you something. If Ike Forte, I'm gonna say this: if Ike Forte would have had a trainer that got his endurance real good, we might be still talking about him today. He used to run out of gas though.
Ike Forte would have been ducked today. Let me tell you right now, Ike Forte was a monster, bro. I remember when he fought against Vince Phillips. He destroyed Vince Phillips in 4 rounds. Vince Phillips went on to knock out Kasha Zhu.
Yeah.
Now
I guess you're right though, because if we're gonna say 147, how the fuck we gonna not say Floyd? Because Floyd dominated that bitch for fucking 2 decades. So I'm gonna have to say that's the best time. You're right.
Another era of welterweights was when we had Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran.
See, I don't know when you say them. When you say them, I get confused when you all. I didn't use them because that's who I would really want to use, the Hagler, the Hearns. But they fought at 154 and 160.
No, but before that, I'm gonna break it down to you, bro. I'm gonna break it down to you. Marvin Hagler is not all right. Well, I'm talking about the welterweights, right? Marvin Hagler was always the middleweight, but he started getting the money fights when the welterweights moved up. But before those guys moved up, when they were all at welterweight at 147, at the time was still a deep division before they moved up. Like I said, you had Ray Leonard, you had Tommy Hearns, you had Roberto Duran, you had Wilfredo Benitez, who they always disrespect.
That's
they never
probably
put
the best era right there. What you name, and that's probably the best era.
And then you had other guys too. You had Pepino Cuevas.
But
you
see,
had
I couldn't name those guys because most of those guys, like you just said, all of their big fights happened above welterweight when they started fighting each other. Hearns and Hagler and Hagler and Leonard. You know, that's why I didn't say them. But obviously,
but that's how it is now. But that's how it's going to be now. Like example, right now, this to me, this is the best for me, for my knowledge. I think this is the best era of 135 guys I've ever seen, besides the 80s. Right? You got Tank Davis, you have Devin Haney, even though he's out of the division. You got Shakur, you had T.O., you got Loma, you got all these guys. Just like what you said, that those other legends fought outside their division, I believe the majority of, if not all of these fights are going to happen outside of 135. The only fights at 135 that we've seen between these great fighters is Haney versus Loma, Teo versus Loma, right? Hopefully we get Shakur versus Loma or Shakur versus Haney or Shakur versus Tank. But the other fights like Haney versus Teo, that's going to happen at 140. Shakur versus Haney might happen at 140. Tank versus Teo is going to happen at 140. So all these fights, they're not going to happen at 135, just like all the welterweights. Some of them fought at 147. Ray fought Tommy, he fought Benitez, and he fought Duran at 147, right? But Hearns fought Duran and he fought Benitez at 154. He fought Marvin at 160. Leonard fought Marvin at 160, and Duran fought Marvin at 160. So I feel what you're saying, and that's how I feel about the lightweights today. They're all going to fight probably at 140 or something like that, or maybe 147.
See, I think the thing is of what you just named, which I think you hit it all on the head. You know, you know the weights better than I do. I know the fighters. I wasn't all into the weight classes way back then. And all I know is they ended up in the 160s and 168s.
Yeah.
But I can't really claim them, you know, to say that was the best welterweight because they had so much success at 160 and 168. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like us saying right now, hey man, what's the best 126, you know, ever? Well, guess what? You really could say, remember when Tank was there? Remember when fucking Shakur was there? Loma was there? You know, but they really didn't fight each other, and they really go down and fight at 135 and 140 and all of that shit. So you really can't call that division out.
For me, 126, the best time at 120, between 126 and 122 was, like I said, the early 90s when you had Marco Antonio Barrera, you had Eric Morales, and then you had Marquez, then you had back then you had a lot of black fighters there too. You had Kevin Kelly, you had Kennedy McKinney, you had Poison Jr. Jones, Nassim Hamad, and then Manny Pacquiao came up a little bit afterwards. Like when Barrera was a little bit starting to fade out, Manny Pacquiao came out there. Yeah, like Derek Gainer, you know what I mean? Yep. The white boy from the Irish kid, Wayne McCullough. You had a very good 122 and 126 at that time, bro. I remember that shit. The first fight ever. I'm gonna refer you to a fight to watch, bro, because I can tell you a historian. The first fight ever on the show HBO Boxing After Dark. Remember that show?
Oh yeah, HBO,
All
of
right.
course. Boxing After
The
Dark,
first,
of course.
the first fight there was a fight between Marco Antonio Barrera and a brother named Kennedy McKinney.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
I know McKinney
an
left-handed.
incredible
He
fight.
knocked that nigga out. I remember.
No, he right-handed, but he dropped Barrera. Barrera knocked him out in the last round.
Yeah.
But that was an incredible. Barrera punched him in the face in
He
the
was
press
like an
conference and
Englishman.
everything.
He was like an
No,
Englishman or
no,
something, or American.
nah. He was black from
McKinney.
Tennessee. He's from Tennessee. He was a light-skinned brother from Tennessee. Kennedy
Nah, I'm mixing
McKinney.
him up then. I'm mixing him up with somebody
Yeah,
else, McKinney, another McKinney.
no, another black fighter that was there too, Tom Boom Boom Johnson, another great fighter. He fought Hamed. That's who Hamed beat for his first world title.
Yeah, Hamed was a beast back then too.
Hamed had one punch knockout power, bro.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And I wish
But he had a lot of holes in.
Yeah, fundamentals.
Barrera
Barrera destroyed
exposed
him.
his ass.
Yeah, and let me tell you, if he would have fought, if he would have fought Pretty Boy Floyd at that time, it would have been worse. Because Pretty Boy Floyd wanted that Hamed fight also, but Hamed didn't want to go to 130 to fight him.
Yeah.
Floyd would have done him dirty back then.
Yeah. Floyd, let me tell you something, man. That's another thing. We're talking about 147, like we just said, in the Floyd area. I think Floyd at 130 or 135, man. Floyd, man, y'all, if you ain't never seen it, I'm older than most of y'all. You want to see a bad motherfucker, go watch Floyd before he became the pretty boy. I mean, Money Mayweather and all that. Go watch him when he was. I'm talking about
Floyd was the greatest.
Man, I watched Floyd. Listen, I watched
Floyd
hurt his wrist in the first fucking round. One fight, damn near second or first. He beat a motherfucker up with the other hand the whole night. And then when they interviewed him, they said, "Who the best athlete in the world?" Floyd said, "I am," because the difference between me and Mike and Michael Jordan and all of these other people that's great. He said they can have an off night and get away with it and they team win. He can't. And that nigga broke his hand and beat that motherfucker with one hand. I was like, damn.
Hey, Truth. Fuck that, Truth. Hey, Truth. It's Bud Crawford day today, bro. It's the switch hitter.
That's what I say, bro.
Day today, Truth. Fuck all that.
That's
it's
what
Bud
I say.
Day. It's Bud Day. It's
I
Bud
say
Day.
that
This
too.
ain't Floyd Day.
We
It's
getting away from what this day is about because we've been talking about these motherfuckers when we shouldn't have been talking about them, and now the day to talk about them. And we ain't talking about them. We
it's
getting
Bud
back on
and
that
Spence
Bud
Day.
shit.
Floyd had his time. Floyd had his time. It's Bud and Spence time.
Yeah.
H Money, where you at, nigga? Where you at, nigga? I got that switch hitter from Omaha, Nebraska, nigga. What up?
Hey, look, hey, Born, I've been messing with H. I'm like, H, I think H deep down in his heart might really want Earl to win, but he know he ain't gonna win, so he gonna go and roll with it. I'm messing with him. I can't get it out of him though. You know, he real quiet on what he gonna do. Even though he say he got Crawford, I just sense something. He like to, but he probably just be promoting us. You know, he done King and he like to get us arguing. So he be just doing it.
I think H really don't know who to pick in this fight though.
Mm-hmm. Because every now and then he'll snap on you. Like he told me, yeah, your ass ain't gonna even come back to the channel after the fight. I said, okay.
Hey, Truth.
Okay, let's see.
Hey, Truth. All the Spence fans keep saying is, oh, he gonna break him. Oh, he gonna apply pressure. Oh, he too big. They ain't talking about nothing about no scales though.
Man, y'all can't read between the lines. The fight is here. Yesterday, them niggas stand face to face, and that nigga looks over and says to Bud, yeah, you can thank me. I'm the reason why this shit happened. Man, you talking about some shit ain't got nothing to do. Nigga, we here. I don't want to hear about no coin toss. How much money you did the rest of the fight. You know why he doing that? You know why he doing that, Low? Low, you know why he doing that? I'm finna tell you why he doing that, Low. The reason why he letting you know he the one who made the fight, because it don't look good when you were scared to fight and you get your ass whooped. So he making y'all know. He making sure y'all know. He making sure y'all know it was me who made this shit happen.
The energy looked funny too, cause it looked like he was trying to be friends and shit, like trying to cop.
He's trying to let y'all know he's making sure that everybody understands I made the fight happen. But meanwhile, Bud called you.
Yo, real quick, what you think about the
you for some reason want to make sure everybody know I'm the one who made it happen. I did this and I did that. And you know why I got to do a coin toss? I did everything. So when you lose, it doesn't look as bad. Because what looked real bad is when you running and then it happened and he beat your ass.
You heard what Bo Mac said. Bo Mac
just a
said,
little hood insight when you're from the hood. Y'all don't know nothing
you
about
can't
that.
run no more. He said, Derek, you can't run no more. Listen, you ain't never seen Derek James talk this much. You ain't never seen Derek James talk this much.
You ain't never seen that many shirts sold either. And you ain't never seen a nigga talking about he finna start working in the community more, huh? Yeah, you niggas ain't picking up on shit.
The walls are closing. Well, the walls already closed in. It's game time later. It's time. It's that switch hitter from Omaha, Nebraska time. Y'all finally gonna get that nigga his credit.
Bud laughing at them niggas.
Credit.
Bud laughing at them niggas. Them niggas say, yeah, I'm put them in the dirt. But you ain't putting nobody in no damn dirt. He laughing at that shit. He laughing at that shit.
Laughing at it.
Because you niggas have been bamboozled and brainwashed all because of a sparring match with Floyd Mayweather. And you niggas have been running with this narrative for 7 years, but you finna find out. Just because you can beat Floyd, that don't mean you can beat other people. It don't work like that. Styles make fights. Floyd is a person that don't take chances. Bud is not that